Canes basketball games. That's where we're going to have an altercation. Speaking of altercations, Omar Kelly is here, and we're going to try to make sure Omar doesn't challenge anybody to a fight today. Keep things very peaceful on Omar's final morning with us here this week. How you doing, man? You all right? You're all bundled up over there. You look very cozy.
Yeah, it was cold this morning.
It was cold. It kind of turned on us very quickly.
Very quickly, but unfortunately, it's not at the cold level where we get to kill iguanas. I mean, get to harvest iguanas.
So did you get involved in that? Like,
oh yeah, what
did you do? So you're overloaded with them. You're where? You're out west.
Yeah. Yes.
Kind of out west.
Miami lakes, and
so is it bad?
It would insinuate there are a lot of lakes where I live.
Oh.
So I've got an iguana on my backyard is a lake, and there's a crap load of iguanas, and I just so happen to be a plant dad to about 55 plants. And these iguanas are feasting on my plants.
And so you call yourself a plant dad?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, fair enough.
The iguanas haven't frozen?
Not yet. I think we need like 10 more degrees.
I walked out this morning. Right when I walked out the front door, there was a frozen iguana sitting right there.
Oh, yeah?
Quickly shut the door, and I went out the garage. I wanted nothing to do with that thing.
Oh, you should have just picked them up and thrown them in the trash. Or
but then it'll come alive in the trash.
Oh yeah, but the trash will be gone.
Like their problem, though.
Yeah, right? that's a their problem.
Yeah, but what if it comes alive? Like I'm wheeling it to the thing.
Chop its head off, man.
No.
Get your machete and chop its head off before you got to have. Yeah. If I lived in iguana territory, which I don't know how we dodged it, but yeah. I've not had any iguana. Maybe I think we've had one.
Yeah.
On our property, like one singular iguana, and it didn't make it over the fence. So I've been okay so far. As you know, iguanas are my kryptonite.
Are they?
Oh, I hate them.
Okay.
I am.
You didn't get exposed. Oh, no. You should have been exposed to them in Brickell Living.
No, we did not have any really in the downtown area. It's too populated, man.
There's too many cars and too much traffic. Omar, come on.
Hold on, wait a minute. It's in the right in front of Wynwood.
Edgewater.
It's in Edgewater.
It might be now that Edgewater has a lot of area out by the water that's quiet. They have the big park there. They don't like noise. They don't like lights. Like they don't like anything. Like they just want quiet and swamp. And so that's why like out west is perfect for them. But no, downtown, no, they don't. That's not the kind of stuff they want.
Okay.
Key Biscayne is riddled with them.
Oh.
Key Biscayne might be, out of all the places, Key Biscayne may be the worst. I don't know if they've done anything about it recently, but like we would go to the Seaquarium, which I don't know if it's still open, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if it survived.
A lot of protesting going on over there. And I'm with them, by the way. I don't like being mean to the animals, but I went to the Seaquarium growing up, and I thought, it'd be nice to take my kids to see the
I agree.
Dolphins.
I enjoyed it.
Whoever lives there. But anyway, yeah, we were walking around the Seaquarium, and it was just like a breeding ground for those things. It was pretty rough. But anyway, we're going to talk some sports here this morning. Be a nice change here for the station. Talk a little sports, Omar. We were listening, driving in. Did you see this yesterday? Speaking of fights and not causing any fights, Floyd Mayweather,
yeah, baby,
and Manny Pacquiao are going to meet.
The old man fight
for the second time.
Probably 2 decades apart.
As if the first one wasn't boring enough, we're gonna get the old man version of it.
The first one was terrible, and that was later in their careers, right? That didn't happen when we had hoped it would happen. Floyd just turned. My gosh, his birthday's today. He's turning 49 years old today, so he will be pushing 50.
I mean, you're not ready for the exhibition against Mike Tyson first?
That one I didn't even hear about. Is Mike Tyson doing?
He's fighting Floyd.
They're going overseas to the Middle East, right?
Okay, well that'll be like, I guess, an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao is 47 years old, so these guys are both going to be basically pushing 50 at this point.
The fight we never asked for has returned.
It's going to be at the Sphere in Vegas, which is a fantastic venue. I love the Sphere. I think it was the coolest thing ever. This is just. Man, at what point do we say like you're too old to be doing this competitively? And I look, I'm get it, man. It's what these guys do.
Who are you to tell Floyd what to do with his life?
But they made enough money
and his millions.
They made enough money the first go around to last them 10 lifetimes.
I don't think Floyd has made enough money. I think
Floyd
he needs a fleet of 20 Rolls Royces if he doesn't already have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, can he sell a few of those cars out of his garage there? No,
he buys his. This is I do find
Floyd Mayweather's
very
total
important.
career earnings, by the way, estimated at $1.1 to $1.2 billion.
Yes,
I made $275 for the Conor McGregor fight and $200 for the Manny Pacquiao fight.
He buys his kids buildings for their birthday gift, which I totally respect.
Man,
but like property investments,
there's no way Floyd Mayweather's broke, right?
No way, because he gambles.
I mean, he can't be. I know he does gamble like ridiculous amounts of money, but there's no way like he's doing this because he's broke, right? Is this just because he's bored? Or
he's probably bored and tired.
The spotlight is fading, and he feels like he needs to.
I mean, I'm interested in the 24/7 or whatever they want to call it, the documentary.
I don't know if they're even still doing that.
Oh, they are.
To be honest,
they are. I saw him begin to jump rope, and it was very entertaining. I'm like, no man, there should be a competitive rope jumping competition, and he'd probably participate.
The Manny Pacquiao wanted to be like the president of the Philippines or something, whatever they call their leader over there. Is it a president? I don't know. Prime Minister.
So. Yeah.
Prime Minister, King, whatever he wanted to be over there. He tried to do that. He lost. So he's gone back to fighting. Manny Pacquiao's taken some severe beatings, though, over his career. Floyd Mayweather never got touched, as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed watching Floyd in his prime. I know everyone would say he's boring, but I always thought he was very entertaining to watch in his prime because he was just so good and so dominant. But Manny Pacquiao's taken some serious beatings, including from Floyd Mayweather.
I mean, if this is the opener and Floyd is eventually going to fight somebody younger and somebody good.
No, stop.
Come on. I'm just hopeful.
He's almost 50.
He's still undefeated. He's still one of the greatest fighters of all time.
I'm with you.
I think he's like 50-0.
Yeah, he's 50-0. He's 50-0.
You think he's going to stop at 51-0? That's not going to happen.
That's assuming this fight actually counts towards his record. But
oh yeah,
I don't know, man. I just saw that yesterday. I see these things pop up, and I guess this is the best boxing can throw at you right now. Although that the last Crawford fight was very entertaining. He's a fun fighter to watch. But there you go, man. It'll be September at the Sphere. If
I'm sure everybody would want to fight Mayweather. Because that's where the money is.
Yeah, you would think. But...
And real quick, the fight is on Netflix, so it'll be very accessible for most people.
Yeah, if it doesn't shut down.
Yeah, Netflix has had some problems with those events. What was the last one? Was Jake Paul and someone? Who did Jake Paul just fight on Netflix?
Oh,
Oh, that's right, Anthony Joshua, and he got killed.
Yeah, broke his jaw.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you talk about things that were just really stupid to watch. That one was so dumb, and I'm not. You
think I didn't enjoy watching Jake Paul get his jaw broken?
Jake Paul's kind of like fading with me here. Like I did like his act for a little bit. I thought he was kind of funny, whatever, and I think he's kind of gotten a little vicious lately. I'm not a huge fan. Like he got so wrapped up in this. He got wrapped up in the halftime show thing with the Super Bowl. Like he was so out of control with it that like even his brother stepped in and was like, "Yo, like you may need to chill out here." I don't know if you knew this. I didn't know this, but him and his brother both moved to Puerto Rico to like dodge paying taxes here.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
So he got a little bit of it. He got some heat for his comments. And then his brother was like, his brother, by the way, I saw last night because I saw Logan Paul because I was watching WWE.
Okay. All right.
Monday Night Raw, which is still going on. So I was watching.
So
Monday
not
Night
only
Raw.
did you go to the event, but you also watched the.
I do. Well, we do watch the events, and like I told you, they have the big event coming up on Saturday, which is the Elimination Chamber, and I need to figure out
how you get it.
They want $30 a month to sign up for something called ESPN Unlimited. Now, this is different than ESPN Plus or the regular cable app or any of that stuff. This is its own service here, its own standalone service, and it is $30 per month. They'll give you the Disney and the Hulu with commercials, though, as part of the bundle.
Okay.
But that is $30 a month. So I am in the market for any sort of cable
hookup
suggestions. People have. So I'm in the market currently.
Let me get you. You don't have a hookup.
I don't have a hookup of any kind.
Okay.
And I will tell you, I am not like anti-paying for stuff, but it's getting exhausting.
No, it is.
It is getting absolutely exhausting to be hit by a paywall. And it's not just TV. It's like everything I click on Twitter. Oh, you want to read this article? Here's a paywall. Here's a paywall. Here's a paywall.
Yes.
Now, I am all about supporting the local journalism. I
think
that's very important to do. I think everyone should subscribe to their local papers.
Keeps me employed.
But the national stuff, man, there's so many different sites out there now.
Yep.
And there are so many paywalls. Like, it just gets exhausting. And then when you do this TV stuff, and you try to find, every single game and every event, it's like, man, there's.
And here's the thing: they want you to put your card in, and they just want to be able to subscribe you and raise the prices whenever they feel like it, and hope you don't notice.
Hope we don't notice. Well, I am. By the way, I might be at that point where I don't even notice what.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
Anyway, we are going to be joined this morning by Chris Perkins. We'll talk some Dolphins with Perk.
Today is an important day.
This is an important week for the Dolphins here. And I did hear from Joe yesterday. Joe is making his way back to South Florida here. And hopefully I know there's a lot of weather around the country, so hopefully he'll be okay to get back here.
Hopefully
Joe,
he wasn't in Mexico.
No, he was not in Mexico. I can confirm that. What's going on there? Is that there's some cartel problems there or something?
Yeah, cartel war.
Okay.
Took over the country.
Oh. All right. Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a lot of news, I suppose you can tell.
If it doesn't feature your investments, you're not interested.
I don't know what's going on. My only investments these days are a couple of sports things, and that's it. But so Joe is making his way back. Donno is going to join us for another hour today, and we'll get to some of the stuff that we did not get to yesterday.
Yeah, man.
With Donno as far as the Canes and the upcoming draft and all that good stuff. And we do have Canes Hoops coming up tonight. That is a 9:00 start, which is quite unfortunate. Miami and FSU. I just don't get it, man. Like,
are you working it?
Yeah, of course I'm working it, but
yeah,
what are they thinking
TV?
Over at ESPN? Who wants that in Miami? And they had a home game earlier this season. This one's on the road, but they had a home game earlier this season at 9:00.
It's like ACC at midnight.
Yeah, ACC after dark, whatever. Like, I know that you have a couple of teams that play, in California.
Yeah.
This is not one or two of them. These are two East Coast teams, and the game's going to start at 9:00 tonight.
They got to get their money's worth television viewing. They got to put it on ESPN ACC or ESPN Uno or H or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing this one's on like ACC Network, but I don't even know, Omar. But we'll take a quick pause. We do have Chris Perkins going to join us, Alex Donno going to join us. So we'll get into a lot of the football stuff here today. And if you have anything else you would like to check in on here this morning, you can text us 305-567-0560. We're on YouTube as well this morning. And Dolphin Don says, agree 100%. There has to be a limit. I don't know if he's talking about the stream. I guess he's talking about the streaming and the paywalls and everything, but it's just gotten exhausting.
We didn't want to pay for cable outright. Now we got to do it a la carte.
I know. And it's backfiring on us. It's backfiring.
As is everything.
Everything is backfiring. We'll take a pause. Hopefully the show today does not backfire. We'll be back after this.
Right now, though, I want to tell you about Atlanta.
Welcome back in here on WQAM. We'll give away some Heat tickets at some point here today during the show. Got a text here from Richmond, Virginia. Good morning, my friend here. It says, check out the WWE Elimination Chamber. Go to YouTube. It's a scam what ESPN is doing. YouTube's free. They update the matches, the event as it goes on here. 65 years old, a wrestling fan there. All right. I'm getting back into it, man. I'm getting back into it. I'm trying.
You use your child as an excuse for everything you do.
No. This one is fully for him. I don't have any. So the problem.
Dan Day, do you believe this?
I wasn't jumping up and down at the event. I mean, I
think if we had some video, we would see some jumping up and down.
It was fun. Cody Rhodes came out first, and it was pretty electric. But no, man, I'm also like, I'm the old man in the crowd too. Like, I'm sitting there and I got my earplugs in because those explosions or whatever they call them, they scare the crap out of me. So I sit there wearing earplugs, and you
go to your concerts wearing earplugs too?
Always. I told you I wear earplugs at concerts, but I wear the earplugs that have those like music filters in them. And
I got to figure these earplugs out here.
It's not that complicated. You just go to Amazon, you type in concert earplugs, and bang, they pop up. I'll have them at your door probably that same day, Omar. You should wear those when you go to your nightclubs and such. Like, you're going to end up deaf when you're, 50 years old.
I don't want to look like the old man in the club with earplugs.
Oh, they blend in, bro. They blend in. You'll look really cool. Trust me. And you put your hair over it. You'll be in good shape.
Yeah, you'll be good.
Dan you do a lot. Dan's like a big concert, and Dan doesn't strike me as an earplug guy.
Oh, I can't hide these.
He's shaking no, but Dan's probably done some fair enough damage to his hearing, I would think, over the years, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. I've blown out my ears. I've walked out of clubs with my head ringing. And
yeah, I mean, if you don't walk out of a club with your head ringing, did you go?
That's true. Well, you know who did go? This might still be going on.
Oh, yeah.
The Panthers. The whole USA hockey team is at 11 tonight.
Probably still at 11.
This morning, whatever today is. I just saw the videos from Twitter overnight, and they look like they're having quite a party over there. So I guess the whole team flew back into Miami, and there's hockey starting tomorrow. So they're going to have to leave today.
Sure.
And get out of here. So if you're leaving out of Miami today, you may very well have one of these gold medal hockey players on your flight, as I'm guessing they're not all going to be traveling privately.
Have you ever flown with somebody who's partied all night?
I mean, I've flown back from Vegas.
Okay.
And those flights, like, everyone's hurting.
Yeah.
And to make matters worse, I usually take from Vegas, I'll take one of the budget airlines. So not only like are you in pain getting on the plane, you're in pain while you're on the plane physically because of the accommodations.
Yes.
So that's the worst one I've been involved in.
Team USA was supposed to fly back into New York, but because of the snow and stuff, they were like, we don't want to go there, and they went to Miami instead to party.
I did not know
they
that.
made a split decision after winning
because of the what smell?
The weather.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Great excuse, great reason to land in Miami.
Well, they actually can't land in New York right now. The airports are like closed over there. So that's interesting. I did not know that, but that's that party is going on today.
You settle in the U.S., party at 11, and eventually you get back to work.
Yeah, Matthew Kachuk, show him around a little bit. He knows the area.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that looked like quite a party.
I mean, he probably just made one call to 11, and it, was
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been to 11.
I've never been to 11.
You've never been to 11?
I've never will be at 11. I can't imagine. Dan, have you been to 11?
Yeah, I've been to all the clubs here, man.
Why can't you be to 11?
Dan's been to all the clubs. I just don't see it happening, to be honest. Like, at this point, I just don't know how it would come up.
It's more of a club than it is a strip club.
It's not an I'm banned type of situation. This is not a Joe situation. I very well could go if I wanted to. I just, first of all, do I want to? That's very questionable.
Yeah.
I'd probably get the motivation for a little bit, and then
it's got
die out, but
it's got live vibes.
Yeah, but I just don't see myself doing it.
With naked chicks on like a table like this,
unless they have like a 5 o'clock happy hour.
They used to be open 24 hours a day.
It's open like reasonable hours.
It's open 24 hours.
It used to be before COVID. I think now they might shut down for a couple hours, but you can go at 10 a.m.
Why don't we hit it after the show?
We can.
Let's go put on our finest clubbing attire and we'll go hit it after the show here. I did not know that, but all right, there you go. Just by the way, just in case you're just tuning in, you can join us. We are on YouTube this morning, and you can see all of our
and every
faces
morning
on there. Apparently,
by the way.
And you can text us 305-567-0560.
Big Mike says get IPTV service, and I actually do have that. So
IPTV, okay,
yeah. I mean, it's illegal,
but how do I get? Like, I need somebody who has a connection to one of those Fire Stick things. That's what I need. I need you to work the black market for me.
All right,
Omar.
let me get you something right now.
And I will go like wherever it needs to go, like whatever sketchy place I need to go to pick this thing up.
No. They come to your house.
They come to me
like an installer.
Wow, that's even better.
I mean, it's not going to be cheap, but they're going to get you hooked up.
Okay, well, way. Are we talking a lot more than the price of the legally purchasing the service?
I pay a one-time fee that might cost me like cable for 3 months.
You pay a one-time fee?
Yeah, one-time fee.
Okay, so you're already set up, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Now, again, I'm not against paying. I am against having to jump through 50 different hoops to get to all these different things. And then this ESPN thing, this ESPN Unlimited, which I had never heard of until I went to watch the Royal Rumble. And I'm like, it's kind of enough is enough, isn't it?
No, it is enough. That's what this is why you go these sites, you go to the dark side, and you invite a very seedy person to your home to address your electronics.
I'm sure my wife will be thrilled.
Yeah, I mean, you just do it when your wife's not home.
U.S.
like
hockey will be at the State of the Union tonight. Is that tonight? I have no idea.
Is there a State of the Union?
Okay, that's when
there's one tonight. I don't know if USA Hockey's going to be there, but
why would USA Hockey be at the State of the Union?
Because they're American. And,
I don't know. I'm aware that they're
America.
American, but isn't that like that's like the thing where the president goes,
"Yeah,
I've seen the State of the Union." And it is strong, and like half the room stands up and claps, the other half like boos.
Yeah.
I just don't see how the NHL is getting back into action tomorrow, and some of its brightest stars are going to be sitting there in the House of Representatives room cheering. And
my friend,
I got to tell you, like,
needs every ounce of relevance.
I just can't picture those like hockey bros like coming off of a big night at 11.
Oh yeah,
and they want to like listen to like what's going on politically in the country. For
they
want to
be
like
paraded,
90 minutes.
They want to be paraded around by the parents, by the president.
But they will. They'll go to the White House. I guess eventually. I don't know when that is, but I also again didn't know the State of the Union address was tonight.
Wonderful.
I have Canes basketball tonight, so that's the state of my union. I will be watching that tonight. Anyway,
Rod G says it's called jailbreak.
Jailbreak.
Yeah, it's jailbroke Fire Stick.
ESPN Unlimited is made specifically for WWE. They signed a 5-year, $1 billion deal, started in 2026. Here's the thing though, like I know that they used to charge individually for pay-per-views. But if you're going to charge $30 a month and you're going to throw one pay-per-view at me, isn't that essentially the same thing?
Can you order it and cancel it, or are you locked in for the whole?
I don't know. That's a great question because I have done that.
Yeah.
Where I'll sign up like.
Oh, they don't make it easy.
No, they don't make it easy. But there are some sites where, yes, I will, like if there's a show I want to watch, I'll sign up and I'll just cancel it like right when I'm done with the show.
Yeah, I mean,
I tell them not interested in the service anymore.
There should be like a free trial offer, but I guess WWE is above that. So I love the free trial offers, even though you gotta be real disciplined about that cancel date.
Discipline. Texture says they are getting honored there. Okay, that's I guess so. USA Hockey will get honored there. He goes, you guys don't watch any news, do you? No, I don't hide that. I'm not a huge news consumer these days. So anyway, I guess that's
has
where
Mexico taken over the country from the cartel yet?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I really am. I'm very oblivious to what is going on right now, Omar. I try to follow along what's going on in our world of sports here, and I know that you have a very busy week coming up here with the Dolphins.
It starts today.
It starts today.
The Circle of Trust is talking today at the Senior Bowl.
I like that, the circle of trust.
God, I can't believe people are saying Malik Willis is the #1 free agent out there. This is such a trash crop of free agents, by the way.
And Joe calls me yesterday, and he wanted to talk about Malik Willis. He's like, he's got the most upside, and this.
Does he? Okay, is Joe back on the train?
I mean, if you were going to throw all the different quarterbacks at me and make me pick one, I feel like there is definitely some intrigue there, right? Now, again, and I'm not trying to say sign the guy because this guy was screaming yesterday like a lunatic. It was just my thing on Malik Willis.
Who was screaming yesterday?
I don't know. So one of these texters that wants to do their own podcast.
I tell them do it.
Yeah,
you've got no excuse. Yeah,
I support all of our podcasters, and now they're all your friends because I've supported them so much. For me, with Malik Willis, you got two guys that spent 2 years with him in Green Bay.
Yes.
So if they think he can play, then all right.
Don't forget the new guy that they hired, former Titans general manager John Robinson, drafted Malik
There you
Willis.
go. So
yeah, sure.
There's enough people
and along
over
with
there.
A lot of bad draft picks.
Yes, but Omar, look, those guys know, right? Like if they think that he's the guy and they think that he can play,
absolutely,
long term at a high level, then great, fantastic,
no problem. And I wish him the best. And I hope it's here. I hope it's not for a ridiculous amount of money that you can't undo, because just about all the backup quarterbacks signed to be elevated into starting roles have flopped as free, elevated in starting roles as free agents. But I will say it's intriguing. The 6 games, it doesn't take you long to look at it. It'll take you about an hour to watch every single snap of Malik Willis as a starter. I strongly recommend you do it because it's probably about a 10-minute clip. It's cool. My question is, when defenses figure him out and adjust and create a game plan for him, and then all the little scrambling that he does is extrapolated through 17 games, does he survive that?
Yeah, but what quarterback outside of like Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, like what quarterback hasn't been figured out? A lot of these guys come into the league and set the league on fire. Like
but they adjust. You watch them adjust. Like teams didn't figure out Lamar or Josh Allen. Eventually they adjust.
But they're also freakish talents, though.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
They figure out a guy like C.J. Stroud, and that guy fell off a cliff. He just kind of jumps into my head as like a guy who
I don't know if that's fair.
Figured out.
I don't know if that's fair.
What's not fair?
That he jumped off a cliff.
If he didn't jump, he fell. He slipped and fell. He didn't jump. Not intentional.
Yeah, everybody's expectations and hype for him were too grand. I mean, after his rookie season, people were like, he's a top 5 quarterback in this league. Same thing with the kid from Washington. Like, oh my God.
Jaden Daniels. Yeah, he
like
had a regression. Now, I gotta tell you, I feel that way now about Caleb Williams. Like, I saw some stuff from Caleb Williams that like this guy could be the next like big thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We'll
see how it goes next year, but he made some throws towards the end.
He sucked his freshman rookie year. Yeah,
he was terrible, but
and he turned it around.
Yep,
I love that.
All right, Omar. I do want to know what you think we're going to hear from these guys when we come back here. We are getting some text coming in here. Something about another thing with the State of the Union. You guys need to be better informed. Well, I have Canes hoops tonight, man. So unfortunately, I will not be able to watch the State of the Union address, but someone can fill me in tomorrow morning. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully there's a lot of clapping going on.
I'm getting ready for my daddy-daughter dance this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you may miss it as well.
No, it's Thursday. I can't. But I'm not watching it. I have no desires.
All right. So there you go, Omar. I do want to hear what you think about our upcoming press conferences here with our management. So we'll get to that when we come back here on QIM.
Hey, right now I want to tell you about something else.
We were at a party. Dear Lord fell in the deep.
Is this Rock Lobster?
Thought it was a joke song at first, but it's not.
I thought so too from Family Guy.
Family Guy. That's where I learned from it. Yeah, I learned about
Lobster.
it. Walked there and saw a lobster, a rock lobster.
I like this. I kind of want to let this play, but now that we're on FM, Dan, we can just let this roll.
I know, baby.
Omar has no clue what we're talking about here.
I have no. It's a cool song though.
Omar's got the Dolphins this week.
Yeah,
and I guess these are the first public comments since we called a roster purge that we had about a week ago.
Yes, that is true.
A lot of moves were made, and this will be really, I guess, right, Omar, the first public comments that we've heard about since these things have
the
have
beginning
gone down
of the gutting of the roster.
Now,
and more is coming. Unfortunately,
what do you expect to hear from the Dolphins leadership when they speak today?
We got to start. We got to start fresh. We got to build through the draft. We got to get our books right. Fortunately, this regime gets to blame everything on the last regime. That's the beauty of what's going on here, and they could just purge everything, start fresh, clean house, and be bad, and get to use it as an excuse.
Now, you're not optimistic whatsoever that they could find a quarterback and fix this thing in a Patriots type of fashion?
No, I wouldn't say that. Do I think it's very likely? No.
Okay.
But am I pessimistic in terms of saying that it's not possible? No, I wouldn't do that. Like, maybe if anybody knows who Malik Willis is and what he has the capabilities of being, it'll be these two, because they've watched him every day of practice for 2 years. Hafley's watched him prepare his defense as the scout team quarterback. I believe he told Joe, that Willis would have better statistical games in practice than the quarterback that they faced on Sunday. Great, if true, sign me up. But don't be wrong.
What percentage do you put on Malik Willis coming here? Like, are you putting that over 50% at this point?
Probably be about 30%.
Really? You think it's that low?
Yeah, because a lot of people are I hate this time of season because agents are lying and they're trying to use media entities to try to raise their price. So here's what's going on at the let me paint the picture for you of the scouting combine. While everybody in the world thinks the scouting combine is about these draft picks that are being paraded around in the dog and pony show, Reuben Baines going out there and they're gonna, criticize him to death because he's got 31-inch arms and he's decided he's not working out and all these. Nobody cares about that. That's not what it's about. It's about meeting with the agents at night about their prospects. See, Drew Rosenhaus is gonna meet with 32 teams. He's going to talk about guys he wants to have extended. They're going to talk to him about guys that they got, his clients that they plan to have released. I think Drew's probably headed up there yesterday. He's going to talk to them about players that he has in the draft. He's going to talk to them about players. He's going to sell all 32 teams, the players that he has as free agents, and tell him, hey, these are the hypothetical figures, or this is the market that we're interested in looking at. He would like to play in Miami. For various reasons. And then, basically the Dolphins are going to go shopping with Drew and all the other clients. If the Dolphins had money, they do not have money.
Is there any way that they could
create
some money here?
Chubb is sitting there, a breaking case of emergency release. Here's the problem with Chubb. He's got to be a June 1st release. You won't get the $20 million you're getting releasing him until June 1st. Now, if you decide not to use him as a June 1st release, you can take $7.3 million in cap space now. Now, that might be needed for, let's say you sign Malik Willis. Malik Willis in a year one cap situation, if he gets a Justin Fields contract, is about $8 or $9 million in cap space. All you have to do is create $8 or $9 million in cap space. For the Dolphins, that's about, you got $5 more million to go. You can cut Alec Ingold and you can cut Jason Sanders and get yourself to that $5 million. So you can sign the quarterback if you want, but it's not going to be easy because, like right now, the Dolphins don't even have money to tender Julian Hill, the tight end that they've developed for 3 years. They do that, their business is done. Like, you got to expose him to the market. He's a restricted free agent. You have to expose him to the market because tendering him is more than the cap space you've got. Okay, you do that, buying season is closed.
So how long do you think the Dolphins will be in this
situation? Just one
situation.
Year. Just
so
1 year.
They'll be out of this.
This is like, as I wrote in my column for the Miami Herald, this is like you've been living off credit card for a while. Okay. You've been paying your mortgage and your car note and your insurance with your credit card, and you're just stacking it up. And then you're using one credit card to pay off another credit card. That's what the Dolphins have been doing for pretty much all of Mike McDaniel's tenure. This is the year you can't spend anything. You need to pay down your bills. This is it. Now, Tua is a huge bill that you'd have to pay down if you decide to cut him. Like you cut him, you got to create another $11 million in cap space, which is nearly impossible. Just to be honest with you. It's like you don't even have enough players on your roster you can cut to make it happen. This is where they are.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be a quiet offseason.
I'm seeing this look in your face. It's like you just think that this is.
They've been creating this problem for a while, and now these guys are just going to be like
they should be allowed to reset when you fire your GM and coach.
This,
I mean, be allowed like a do over.
This is technically a reset.
They're in such a bad situation right now, but
they were living for today. We're not worrying about tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's here. Tomorrow's here.
Now, it was funny because we the last team that I, off the top of my head that really went like all in and was in a bad spot with the Rams, right? Remember the Rams went all in to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They had no money.
Then they reset for like 2 years after Aaron Donald, and they went young. They drafted well. That's the huge difference. They drafted well, and they're back. But they had a quarterback. It's easier to do it when you have a quarterback. When you don't have a quarterback, it's like, what the hell are you doing? Dolphins don't have a quarterback.
I just think this Malik Willis thing is intriguing, but I have a hard time imagining he's going to be some sort of stud starter quarterback that is going to take you for the next 10 years.
Oh,
I just have a hard time seeing
that's so unrealistic.
It probably is, right?
Scott Mitchell, Jay Fiedler, and Tyrod Taylor are the last quarterbacks that have been in his situation. And any of those guys, like,
well, Jay Fiedler won you a playoff game.
Okay.
More playoff games than anyone else has won recently.
If I told you Tyrod Taylor would have Jay Fiedler's career, would you sign up?
Man.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking a question.
I know. That's tough.
My thing about Malik Willis, and it's very intriguing, it's very enticing. What I will say is he had a very good team around him. Good offensive line, good running game, good healthy, solid wide receivers, good offensive play caller. If he doesn't have that in this situation, and he's utilizing his scrambling ability to sort of extend plays and buy time, considering he's 6'1", 220 pounds, how many scrambles do you think he has in him in a season before he's hurt? Like, are we putting it at 50, 60? Like, I'm just being optimistic. I'm just being it's, and then when he's hurt, what does it look like?
It's a tough spot right now, man. It is a tough spot. Hopefully, we'll hear some good stuff from these guys. And Cap for life on our chat this morning. Good morning, Cap. He says, "I dare HN to hold out. I dare him."
He's holding out. He's without a doubt holding out. I
think that's. So here's the other thing.
He's without a doubt holding out.
If you're going to rebuild or whatever it is they're doing, don't you start trying to? And I know you can't trade
selling
everyone,
off pieces,
but don't you try to start? The guys that are the best players on your roster.
What are you getting for HN? A second round pick?
No, probably not. Maybe not even.
I mean, at the height of it is a second-round pick, a low second-round pick. Would you trade Achane for a second-round pick?
Because he wants the new contract, right?
Yes, that is correct.
So
$50 million, $30 million guaranteed.
I mean, look, the problem is you're not going to find someone
as good as him.
I would think.
And there's no guarantee anybody that you draft is going to be even close to as good as him.
Yes, you're probably right about that. But with that being said, does Achane want to stay here and get his brains beaten in as the only competent weapon on your team for the
probably
next 2
not,
years?
if we're going to be honest,
to me that's the problem, right? Like you got a guy in Achane who's in his prime right now and wants to win. I know he wants to make his money, but I'm sure he wants to win.
Yeah,
he's not going to win here.
He probably wants to make his money first. But I mean, Seattle and New England showed you that they can turn it around in 2 years. If they could do it, why can't the Dolphins? Not to say that I believe that, but yeah.
So do you believe they could get a second for him if they were to put him on the market?
It would be hard, but let's say.
Would you do it?
No, not really. I mean, I'm not going to get somebody of Achane's talent level for a second-round pick.
Okay, what about Waddle?
I would trade in a minute.
Waddle, it's not tradable because it's financially doesn't make sense for you. You're gonna lose a drastic amount of cap space trading Waddle, and not to say that I'm a heavy believer in Waddle. I just don't. I don't think it makes financial sense business wise.
So did it make financial sense to do it at the deadline when the Bills offered?
No, I wouldn't have taken the Bills offer. And Champ Kelly basically insinuated that what offer is inaccurate. So
if it was accurate, I mean, first and a third for
but
Waddle?
It's a first in 2027.
Okay, we're not winning anything anyways this year.
Okay, but first in 2000, who's waiting for 2027 first round pick from the Buffalo Bills?
That's next season. The way I see it, I mean, the Dolphins aren't going to be good this season anyways.
Problem is Jamie's young, so he doesn't care. He's like, I'll be around for a few more seasons. The rest of us are like,
yeah, you're investing in the future. We don't have time to invest in the future, Jamie. We've seen 20
Joe,
years
man.
of mediocrity.
All right,
I want one for
Joe. Joe is not getting any younger.
And focusing on this year like they have done the last couple of years, like you were saying, running up the credit card and gotten us nowhere.
That's what we need to do, man. We need to focus on winning Joe something here, not Jamie. Jamie's like, I got the 20-year plan going.
Yeah.
Joe doesn't have the 20-year plan.
I mean, first round pick next year sounds good for a guy like Jalen Waddle.
The problem with Jalen Waddle is the same thing, and Achane's quiet, obviously, but like the problem to me with Jalen Waddle is that when this thing goes off the rails and he's not getting any balls and the team stinks and whatever, he's gonna go nuts.
Who, Jalen Waddle? No, he's not. That's not his personality.
I'm guessing he's gonna want out. You think he's gonna want to play through this?
Everybody wants out. Trading Jalen Waddle is going to be Jalen Waddle as after June 1st is going to be an $11.6 million cap loss. You don't even have the 11 to lose Tua.
So what if they traded him before June 1st?
Oh, $22 million cap hit.
So what if they would have traded him at the deadline?
Last year, $28 million cap hit if you trade him before.
Okay, so financially, it made no sense for the Dolphins.
I'm sorry. It's a $11.6 million cap hit if you trade him before. To $11.6 million loss if you trade him.
So that's why they didn't trade him. It wasn't because of the deal.
He's not tradable right now. It makes no financial sense for you to trade him.
All right, well, we'll continue this discussion with Chris Perkins.
These are the big pay. Him and Tua, this is the big payday.
So we got the 7:00 hour coming up next. Chris Perkins will join us. Alex Donno will join us. He's going to spend an hour with us again here this morning. We have some Kane stuff to get to with Donno. We got a basketball game tonight. We got the Panthers making their way back from 11. A little night party over there.
Yeah.
Maybe going into the morning as well. Boy, those Kachucks, they know how to party, man. They know how to throw a good party. One of these days, I have to get out there and party with those guys.
They're selling Miami, selling South Florida.
Oh, they usually are in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes,
Fort Lauderdale's their spot, but
yep.
They made their way to Miami.
Fort Lauderdale's
the USA hockey team was there.
Fort Lauderdale's turning up lately. I gotta admit that. I'm not familiar with the spots yet, but
I'll have to take your word for it.
I know you're past that life. It's over.
I'll make it out west every once in a while. We'll go out to local
steakhouse,
local establishment. No steakhouses, but
that's
where I'm at these days, man. That's where I'm at. It's unfortunate, but when you have two kids, Flanagan's is big. Well, everyone loves the family loves the Flanagans. We'll do nice, easy, quick, because they don't have the time that we have to sit down and eat. It's like they give about a half an hour till the clock goes off.
Why not a Twin Peaks for a Hooters? I'm just asking for curiosity.
Hooters has great wings.
Hooters has great wings.
I actually do like their
I
wings
love the shrimp
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, everything they put in that batter, their batter is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they do with that batter, but that batter is good. Probably not the healthiest thing in the world.
Nah.
But that batter is good. I will tell you, though, man, nothing like that Flanagan's lunch. That $6, $7 lunch, whatever that thing is, 10 wings and fries. Can't beat that, man. Omar's face just lit up. You don't know about the lunch at Flanagan's?
Nope.
All right, we may have to hit that after the show. We got the 7 o'clock hour coming up next on QAM.
Man, I want to take a second
747-3733.
You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. The Dolphins have hired former Titans general manager John Robinson as the team's senior personnel executive. Myron Gardner and Scottie Pippen Jr. have both been fined $35,000 each for an altercation Saturday with the Heat Grizzlies game, and the Miami Heat will play the Milwaukee Bucks tonight at 8. Canes basketball, they're in Tallahassee to play Florida State tonight at 9, and the Marlins spring training baseball at 1 against the Phillies. I am Dan Day. Now back to the Joe Rose Show here on 104.3 FM WQAM.
Let's go. Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Your time is running.
Welcome back in here on QAM. That's why Dan Day gets paid the big bucks to DJ.
Yeah, man. I got to go to a Dan Day party.
I was trying to get in at 11 last night, man.
Oh, what a party. Now they got the videos on ESPN. Matthew Tkachuk spraying champagne on people. I'll tell you, nobody parties like the Tkachuks, man. And they've got their chance to do it now 3 years in a row.
Did you see when they got off the plane and they were on the bus taking them to the 11? They were drinking a beer.
Yeah, man. And by the way, those hockey players can drink with the best of them. Very impressive, the amount of tolerance those guys have. But Matthew Tkachuk, this is 3 years in a row, I guess, right? That he's got something
11,
to celebrate.
He's got 11 on speed dial.
He does have 11 on speed dial.
He was like, we can't make it into New York. Party time.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of snow all over the country here because people are having their flights canceled left and right here. So we're good here, though. We are good. Joe will be back tomorrow. I'm Hollywood. Omar Kelly is with us. That's Dan Day and Jamie driving the program here. If you're just joining us, Chris Perkins is going to stop by in about 15 minutes from now. We'll continue the Dolphins discussion with him. There's a lot of stuff to come here from the Dolphins in the coming days, so this should be an interesting
coming days.
week.
It's coming mornings.
Coming mornings.
Yeah,
it's here.
They're at the podium at 10 a.m.
Beautiful. Yeah. Right after we finish.
Absolutely,
so that'll be perfect. So we'll have a nice 24 hours to marinate on that, and we'll have all that for you tomorrow and see what they say. And Omar, look, I assume as always the first question will be, what are you doing with Tua?
Yeah, and
that's going to be the first question that's asked, which is like, all right, obviously.
What do you want to say?
Topic. I know what they have to say. I am aware that they're trying to keep in some trade value.
You're John Eric Sullivan.
I would say we've had some productive meetings with him. We think we really respect what he's done in this league. We think he's a tremendous player.
Oh, yeah?
He's really great in our locker room.
Yeah?
But we're open to offers.
You can't say you're open
I know,
to offers
but that would be like
offers.
But that would be like the nonverbal part of it. That would be I would really talk him up.
You'd have to say we're open to offers. I mean,
you always got to do that.
We're exploring our options.
You always got to do that. What the Bills did with Keon Coleman, I just think is funny because like they destroyed any value the guy could have possibly had. Like when you go to the podium, you go, this guy stinks. He wasn't even our decision. The guy that we fired wanted him. Like, we know that he's going to be cut.
Keon Coleman is not going to be cut.
What are they going to do with him?
Trade him.
No one's trading for a guy that he's
know on a rookie contract.
Any value. There's no value there.
He's on a rookie contract.
I don't know. Well, we can talk about a very late round pick. But
let me ask you a question.
You killed the guy's value.
Keon Coleman or Malik Washington? Who's better?
I think Keon Coleman stinks.
You didn't answer the question.
I don't know. Push.
Keon Coleman or Malik Washington?
Yeah, Coleman was playing with the Bills, man. Still couldn't really produce over there.
I mean,
found himself on the bench. Didn't he show up late? Wasn't it that why he ended up getting benched for a game or something?
It's a maturation issue. There's a lot of young players who haven't exactly matured. He's got 67 receptions in his career for 960 yards and has scored 8 touchdowns. Do you think Malik Washington has done the same thing in his career?
Probably not.
Okay. Right. Question should be answered. One has size, one doesn't.
But back to like what our guys should
no disrespect to Malik Washington, and I'm sure he's going to be a nice little returner.
Yeah, none given. I mean,
no disrespect.
Yeah, like you haven't fought with returners before. Oh, by the
Oh,
way,
damn.
you were supposed to tell me because you talked about your Jakeem
How do you
Grant
not know
fight.
all my? There was no Jakeem Grant fight.
I don't know who. Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't. No, there wasn't.
All right. So, what is the Jordan Phillips story? Why did
you
you
don't know about the Jordan Phillips story?
I think
it was probably one of the afternoon shows. Okay, I was on QA. Me and Jordan Phillips, we didn't like each other. We just didn't. He was a lazy SOB.
Okay.
No matter who the coach was, they acknowledged he was a lazy SOB. Vance Joseph used to call him out all the time for being basically lazy. There was one day of training camp, and Jordan Phillips was like loafing and basically didn't want to practice, was going through the motions. He basically sucked all practice. I went on the air in the afternoon, probably maybe Hockman or whatnot, and they asked me what happened to practice, and I basically said, yeah, Jordan Phillips is, doing his thing, being lazy, and they followed up on it, and I was just like, yeah, he's probably one. I think he's tremendously talented when he wants to play, which is rarely ever. And he heard me and took tremendous amount of offense to that, and showed up at practice and absolutely dominated the day, just like looked like Ndamukong Suh, just completely disruptive, destroyed everybody. Then after that practice, he wants to come up to me and basically confront me and fight me.
Okay.
Yeah, Dolphins have to get involved.
Really?
I think Joe was there. Yeah, Joe was there.
Wow.
And everybody's watching this. I'm not gonna fight
this guy would have killed you. He's a lot.
Yeah, he's 6'7", 340 pounds. Yes, I would. It's
not a fair fight.
Yes, I would be dead. Yes.
Okay, so this would not be a sanctioned bout.
Yes, but afterwards, every coach, including Adam Gase, came up and thanked me for actually motivating him and getting him to actually, put forth effort today.
So there's people listening right now that think that you are just stroking a monster ego. Now, I got to tell you this.
Oh, I've run from Jordan Phillips for 10 years.
I have seen players respond to you.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, and I don't mean any disrespect by this, but they should not be focused on what you're doing.
Oh, they totally are.
But they should not be. And I have seen players react.
You know what players do you know what players do when we enter the locker rooms after games? They're like this.
Well, yeah, because they don't want to talk to you.
No, they're scrolling their phones, seeing what people have said about them during the game. And I
do understand why players don't want to do as many interviews these days, because now, first of all, a lot of these players have their own platforms, right? They can do their own podcasts and they can say whatever it is they want to say.
Not really,
but they
cares.
They can say whatever they want to say.
If you're a high level player like Kevin Durant, you buy your own platform and you basically fire everybody.
Yeah, I saw that he fired his whole staff.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't hide his burner account.
Yeah, they didn't hide his burner account well. The burner account got identified again, and he's got to burn everybody. Yeah. It's like,
Very strange. But
why does Kevin Durant need burner accounts? He trolls people on Twitter.
Kevin Durant's
as himself.
A strange dude, man.
He is a very strange dude.
He's just like that. But I am if you're an NFL player, you win. You already won. There's no reason to be all riled up about what Omar Kelly is saying.
And the funny thing is, Jordan Phillips got cut that year for being lazy. He did. The Dolphins cut him. He's got signed with the Bills, and basically he's played for other teams, and he keeps ending up with the Bills because, as he says, to quote, only the Bills understand me. Only the Bills let me be lazy and show up on Sunday. But the funny story is we were in Buffalo last year, and it was an early game, and Jordan Phillips and the locker rooms for Miami and the locker rooms for the visitor and the guest are right across from each other. So Jordan Phillips is trying to enter the locker room, and we've had this ongoing thing for a decade. He's won. He's made $20 million. Yeah. I mean, he gets the last laugh, but he's wearing overalls and no shirt. And I'm literally hiding. I think I was hiding behind Joe Rose. I was hiding behind Joe Shad, just trying to blend in to avoid seeing Jordan Phillips because, anytime I saw him, it's on.
Wow. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to ask Perk if he's had any.
Oh yeah. Oh, Perk knows.
Sure
Perk knows the Jordan Phillips story.
Perk's a very likable
Perk's a peaceful guy. Yeah,
so he's a peaceful dude. I don't know. I don't imagine he's had too many run-ins with people in the locker rooms. But we'll talk to Perk when we come back here. Alex Donno is going to join us in the 8:00 hour. But we'll continue our Dolphins discussion with Chris Perkins from the Sun Sentinel when we return here on QAM.
Hey, I want to tell you about
Welcome back in here on WQAM. Hope everyone is having a good morning so far. We're going to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com, where we are joined by our friend Chris Perkins. He is the Miami Dolphins columnist for the Sun Sentinel. Perk, good morning. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. I want to see how truthful Sullivan and Hafley are up at the combine. This is going to be a big test for me. It's not what they get asked; it's how they answer questions like Tua and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to this week for a lot of reasons.
Omar is smiling ear to ear right now, so I'm going to let Omar.
They're only going to say bull crap, Chris.
Right. I know. Oh, this is where we get the BS meter gets its first test today this week, right?
Absolutely. I'll later on I'll play some of the questions so you can do it your best tap dance version. But I believe Hollywood wants to ask you about my numerous altercations with players and if anybody want to ever fight you.
Yeah, Omar went over his and the guys that he's fought with, and his are well documented. Perk, have you ever been confronted by a player in the locker room or like gotten into it with a player in the locker room? Any of the sports that you've covered?
You know what? I've gotten into it. It's rare for me because I try to criticize in a certain way.
Unlike Omar.
Yes, absolutely.
I got Damon Jones, the ex-Heat player who is in trouble for some gambling, called me at home once, and because I called him a journeyman in a story. And he thought journeyman was a bad thing. And I was like, no, Damon, it just means that you've been to a bunch of different cities, a bunch of teams, and you haven't really stuck with one. But he thought I was calling him a scrub. So we went back and forth on that one.
You mean you called him employed and he took offense?
I called him a I called him a journeyman. Yeah. And he got, he did not like that at all. I got into it with Dwayne Wade once, but it wasn't a bad thing. This was when they were going to the Olympics in 2008 in China. And him and LeBron and a bunch of players were going to market their stuff. And I talked to Pat Riley about it. And Pat was like, ooh, I don't like them dealing with communists and blah, blah, blah. So Pat was very much against it. And so I talked to Pat like at 3:00 on a Friday, and the column was due at like 5 on a Friday. I didn't have a chance to go back to Dwayne, so Dwayne was upset that I thought that I was kneecapping him and making him look bad. And I was like, dude, I didn't have a chance to go back to you. But that's, pretty much it's me with it's coaches. I had the defensive coordinator for UM, Bill Miller, stopped talking to me for an entire year because he thought I was too hard on the team. So it's usually not players with me. I get into it more with coaches actually.
Hey Perk, on the flip side, who is your favorite that you've covered down here? Give me a few of your favorites. Now we gotta flip it to a positive here because you're a positive guy. So who are some of your favorites that you've covered down here over your years?
Gosh, well, I mean, there's obviously the superstars of Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas and Dwayne and Shaq and LeBron. Chris Bosh was a great one. Yeah. Look, Aronde Gadsden, O.J. McDuffie, great guys to be around. A lot of the guys on the Heat from – you take some common players like Travis Best, a little guard who was there, and a little guard. That's Pat Riley used to call him my three little guards. There was Travis Best, Mike James, and I can't remember the third one. But anyway, he was good. There's a bunch of dudes who were Jermaine O'Neal was great to talk to. The backup quarterbacks, I tell you this, are a great source of information because they can break down the game to you. You can just ask them, why did they do this? Why did you guys do this? So I talked to Skyler, I talked to Mike White. Talked to Zach Wilson. There's a Landon Roberts was great to talk to. John Jenkins, great to talk to. A bunch. I usually go to the vets, Deshaun Elliott, guys like that, like the hard heads, the vets, the guys who don't take any BS, who have been through it. Those are usually the guys that I talk to and go to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, Perk knew Deshaun Elliott thought the Dolphins were a soft bunch of bees. That whole
Yep. He did.
Yeah. He was like, man, this is a soft team, man.
Yep.
Perk, let's get to some of this combine. Obviously, we don't know John Eric Sullivan. We don't know Halfley. So we have no idea what they're going to say, but we've been through this song and dance before where it's basically like, yeah, this whole team, that was their problem. That's how they built it. We're not responsible for fixing everything. Yeah. How do you fix this mess, Perk? Because they're in a cap crisis. They're in a, unlike most seasons, there's no way to create cap room here, Perk. They kind of are bottomed out in terms of a little bit of creativity. How do you fix this situation? Maybe put yourself in position to go get Malik Willis.
You know what? I think really for Sullivan and Halfley, job one is attitude and getting the right attitude in that building, from players to coaches to management. Make sure that everybody knows what you want out there on the field and that they're capable of delivering it. So you don't want guys who are going to come late to practice. You don't want guys who aren't going to push themselves through injuries. Make sure that the mentality is correct. So to me, that's what you're kind of doing this season, because you're right, they don't have money to go out and really make any difference-making acquisitions in free agency. This is all about the draft, and this is all about getting in players who have that mentality of Aaron Brewer and Jordan Brooks and Devon Achane and guys like that, Patrick Paul, that you want guys with that mentality of, if you're in my way, I'm taking you out. And that's the type of team that you want to build. So to me, this year is about establishing what you want from people, coaches, scouts, everybody.
You know you're selling me bullcrap, right? Because doesn't everybody want those players? Everybody wants Jordan Brooks. Everybody wants Aaron Brewer, guys who play through injury and bring toughness and who doesn't want that, Perk?
The Dolphins didn't have that the last 4 years, and they didn't seek those type of players. They sought the type of players who were speedy players and kind of didn't have the necessary toughness. There's talk that James Daniels didn't push himself last year through the injury, and that's why the Dolphins don't want him back. You want some tougher players. You want guys who are going to push, who are going to sacrifice for the team. That's what I mean. You can't tell me that you thought the Dolphins had that last 4 seasons. I mean, they didn't have the necessary toughness and physicality and the right mentality that you need to beat good teams out there. I don't think you had it anywhere in the organization. Anybody who hands out contract extensions after that 2023 season, like they did, had some major accomplishment. You need an attitude adjustment throughout the organization. And to me, that's what this season is about.
Chris Perkins from the South Florida Sun Sentinel here with us. Perk, we have talked a little bit this morning about some of the stars, I guess, for this Dolphins team. We call them stars. Yep. Achane, Waddle being a couple of them. At what point do guys just say, all right, I don't want to be a part of this anymore? Like Achane he's looking for a contract. He's in the prime of his career. Is he going to be, a good soldier and just kind of, take the beating for the next couple of years, or do we have to move on from these kinds of guys?
That's exactly what you're going to try to find out this season. What type of guy do you have? And that's what Sully and Half are going to find out. Like, does Brew want to be here as a 28-year-old with a multi-year contract and a chance to set a tone and a chance to be a foundational player, or does he want to go somewhere and take shots at making the playoffs and making a playoff run with another team? That's the type of stuff you have to find out from Brew and from Achane and from Jordan Brooks. Are they going to stick with us, even if we give them a contract this year that's not going to be as lucrative as whoever else could give to them, Carolina or whoever? What type of player do we have here? And that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what this season is about. Attitude, mentality. What is your mindset? Do you want to be here Will you take a little bit less money? Do you want to be part of this? Do you understand our
So
situation?
hold on, Perk. I'm supposed to take less money to be part of the team to make you feel comfortable?
Oh, that's look. If you don't want to, you know, if you're Brew and if you're Jordan Brooks, you know that this team is cash strapped. Your agent has explained it to you. So if
how is that my problem? How is that my problem?
It's not. Oh, that's what I'm saying. That so if you're Sullivan and Hafley, you're finding out that these dudes want to be here, because if you don't, if you're like what I think Minka's deal is, I don't think Minka wants to be a part of this.
Hell
and I
no.
think that's no, and so they don't want him there. So they will try to trade him this week. They will have Drew talk to other teams or whatever. But that's what you're finding out this year. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. We don't want you here.
Oh,
to
sure.
me, that's a large part of this season. And I wouldn't blame Brew or Jordan Brooks if they didn't want to be part of it. I don't blame Minka. But you've got to find out. You don't want to sign guys to multi-year contracts that are only here for the money.
If you offer me the right amount of money, then I want to be here. If you don't, then I don't want to be here. Perk, it's kind of pretty simple. What do you think they get up there and say today at the NFL Combine when they hit the podium when asked about Tua? Is Tua part of the Miami Dolphins organization moving forward, Chris Perkins? What is your answer, John Eric Sullivan?
If I'm Sully, I'm going to say we're trying to work through that still at this point, that we are exploring our options, and Tua knows the situation. I've been in touch with Tua.
You're giving me we're exploring our options. Is that your answer? That's your answer?
Oh, yeah. Because, look, I think everybody knows that they're exploring options, right? I think the decision has been made personally. But if I'm the Dolphins, I'm telling people, yes, we're still talking to teams about possible trades. We're still thinking about keeping Tua. We don't know what we're going to do. It depends on free agency and the draft and blah, blah, blah. I don't think you're going to get up there and say, we've made a decision. We're going to announce it at 5 p.m. today. I think they're going to say we're still exploring options, but I think the decision has been made. They're going to part ways with Tua this season and break that salary up into 2 seasons post June 1st designation.
So is getting rid of Tua, in your mind, Chris Perkins, losing $11 million in cap space, is that good business?
Oh, heck yeah. I want that. Again, this is a fresh start. I want that mentality out of the building, that the Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, Tua, Tyreek Hill led mentality and team, and not that they had a bad mentality or a loser's mentality, but it's an old mentality. It didn't work. I don't want that on my team. This is a fresh start. So those 4, Greer, McDaniel, Tua, Tyreek, have to be gone. And then we'll deal with Brew and Jordan Brooks and anybody else.
What about Waddle? What about Waddle?
Before you get to Waddle, though, has anyone done themselves, Perk, a bigger disservice than Tua? I mean, this guy just never endeared himself to this community, to this fan base, to the media. Like, I know that a lot of people seem to like him when he was playing well, but I don't know, man. He just never played the role of quarterback down here, and the way people are turning on this guy, I wonder if he learned his lesson down here. Maybe his next stop, he'll be more successful, kind of, getting into the community and just being more a part of like everything that's going on and kind of playing the role of QB1.
I thought Tua did fine. Tua was not fake, and that's what I can respect about Tua. He's not a warm, friendly, sociable guy.
Yes, he is.
He is, but he lives in Tua world.
He does.
But don't you have to play the part?
What did Ryan Tannehill play the part?
Yeah, and Ryan Tannehill sucked. But if you're going to be QB1, don't you have to like have a little bit of a little junk to you? And I'm not saying he's got to be Dan Marino, but like, don't you have to have a little bit of that QB1 personality in you, which is maybe why someone like Dan Marino should take a look at these guys and be like, hey, I see a little of myself in him.
He definitely.
Hollywood, I think you got to be yourself, and that's the main thing. I don't know who was the last like real swaggy quarterback. I guess maybe Ryan Fitzpatrick, but
he was swaggy.
Yeah, and players guys like playing with him.
That's true.
Guys
like playing with Tua.
But they did. But Tua and Matt Moore and Ryan Tannehill. I mean, Matt Moore was kind of low key swaggy, but you have to be yourself. You don't want the quarterback out there. He turns on podium mode every time he's up there in front of the microphone. Tua, look, I mean, the fans have turned on Tua, but I think it's mostly performance related, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, in 2022 and 2023, the dude was Teflon. He could do no wrong. But then in 2024, when he has the concussion again and the hip, and the team has the losing record, and they come back with another losing record, and Tua starts sticking his foot in his mouth, then it's not so acceptable. But I thought Tua was fine. He wasn't warm and fuzzy, Woody. I hear what you're saying, but I thought Tua was fine. He was himself. That's what I like.
All right. As someone who plays a fraud in the morning here, most days, Perk, I just think you got to turn it on. When the lights are on, you got to turn it on a little bit.
You got fraud written out. You got fraud professionally done.
That's showmanship.
I like to be a very quiet recluse in my personal life, but you got to turn it on when the lights are on, Perk. Come on.
Tua was unique and authentic. Here's my question. Here's my question to you, Perk. Do you think there is a possible taker for Tua Tagovailoa? I throw in, I'm covering $30 million of the contract. I'm also going to give you a 5th-round pick. Can I find Tua a new home?
Well, can I follow up really quick, Perk, by saying that don't you have to tailor your offense very specifically towards Tua, which is why, in my opinion, he's not a suitable backup, because you have to design an offense specifically for him or you're going to get him killed.
Yeah, there's a little bit of truth to that, Hollywood. I'll say this, though. Whether he's a starter or a backup, he's still immobile and he's still a high injury risk. And so, yes, you do have to call plays in a way that protects Tua. I'm against the Dolphins giving a draft pick to facilitate a Tua trade, because at this point, those picks are so valuable. And I know it's only a 5th-round pick, but maybe that's your next Dante Trader or your next Jordan Phillips and a role player. And, for me, Tua right now is more of a financial thing than a, let's see how we can recoup some of this. I just write it off to that money is lost. And I'm not going to give a draft pick and make a bad situation worse. Now I'm out money and draft pick.
Don't forget,
I'm keeping this to a financial transaction. I got into this mess. I'll get out of this mess, even though it's a different regime. I'm going to limit this to finances, and I'm not throwing talent in to get rid of a mistake.
Yeah, see, this is where I don't necessarily agree with everybody, and I get that people want to move on from Tua, and he's all that was wrong with the Miami Dolphins. He's the reason why this franchise has failed the last 6 years. Yada yada yada. But I'm spending the money anyway.
Right.
I'm losing cap space getting rid of him.
Yep.
I don't see the reason why I want to lose $11 million when I could just have him here as a backup or put him on IR and not lose $11 million. I'm paying it anyway, which is why I don't understand. Everybody's like, oh, we got to get rid of him. Oh, he's such a problem. Like, Tua ain't done nothing to nobody.
No, he hasn't. No. Tua, look, I say, which is not a popular opinion, I think the organization failed Tua because they knew Tua had limitations, but instead of building around those limitations, they thought they could coach him through those, right? So it's like, well, we know that he's immobile, but we can design plays where we don't have to use a quarterback.
He wasn't always immobile, Perk. Stop it. He could move.
He's never been an agile, mobile quarterback. That's never been a strength of Tua.
When he bowled over that Jets safety.
Yeah, he always looked awkward when he ran, though.
I mean, listen, when he was coming out of college, he was the number 1 dual threat college quarterback. I mean, high school quarterback. So y'all stop. Listen,
that's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. A lot of injuries. Remember early when we were like, "What's wrong with you, Tua?" And he was like, yeah, my ankles, I can't run no more.
Yeah.
And we're just like, Tua, you just being too damn honest. Stop.
That's probably not something that you should say out loud in public, like Josh Allen is better than me or stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, look, I don't think anybody is. I wouldn't pay the Dolphins anything for Tua because they're going to cut him free. And if I'm another team, I just don't view Tua as essential personnel, either as a starter or a starting candidate or a backup. So I would wait for the Dolphins to cut him loose. There's no reason to pay Tua anything above the minimal amount I have to pay him. That's how I view it as another team.
Well, Perk, I want to thank you for the time today, and we'll certainly check out your work in the Sun Sentinel and see what your thoughts are on today's comments. And we'll see if we get any breaking news out there as well today. But we'll be following along on the Sun Sentinel today. Perk, thank you for the time. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Have a good week.
All right. Chris Perkins. Boy, a lot of stuff to digest from that one there. This Tua stuff, man. I can't wait for him to leave because this is like it's getting kind of tiring, isn't it? Like you deal with it every day. Yeah. I mean, you deal with it.
I've been through this. I'm used to this.
Day.
Yeah.
We're going to take a pause. Alex Donno, we're going to shift gears a little bit here, talk some Canes. Alex Donno is going to join us in the 8:00 hour. We'll take a pause. It's coming up next here on QAM.
I want to tell you about your South Florida show.
All right, welcome back in here on QAM. What was this, Loserville, Dan? That was a good interview with Perk. Thank you to Perk for stopping by. Let's see here, Dan. You want to give away some Heat tickets? Let's do that. They got the Jazz coming up on Monday. Dwayne Wade's Jazz.
Ooh.
So we'll go. Well, how about in honor of D Wade? We'll go caller number 3 at 305-567-0560. We will get you set up with some Heat tickets.
I saw what you did there with caller number 3. I saw that.
That's Dwayne Wade's number.
Yeah,
that wasn't really that.
That was really cunning.
Not yes, it was. Yes. Some of my finest work. A lot of stuff coming in about the Dolphins here on our text line and, of course, on our YouTube chat. You can join us on either one of those. The text line is also 305-567-0560. We are on YouTube, 1043 WQAM. You can see us on there in our winter apparel. Omar has shed his winter apparel and is wearing a Miami Hurricane shirt. I don't know where,
people think I hate him.
I don't know. I don't know where you got that shirt from, but it certainly wasn't for me. And we got Alex Donno coming up next.
Yeah, I'm
Alex
sucking up to Donno.
Yes, you're sucking up to Donno. We are going to play when we come back. So they had an award show where Malachi Tony won an award yesterday, and Mario Cristobal took the mic like it was open night at the Improv, and just roasted Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart had some stuff to say back. It was actually it seemed like in good fun. But some very funny stuff nonetheless.
It was indeed funny.
It was actually very, very funny. So we're going to play that when we get Donno on here coming up. So we'll do this. We'll take a pause. We'll get caught up. We're going to hear Mario Cristobal and his a roast, I guess would be more accurate, right? It's a more of a roast. So we'll hear from Coach when we come back. Alex Donno will join us as well. The 8 o'clock hour is next on QAM.
Hey, right
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us, Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Miami Heat, they're in Milwaukee tonight at 8 o'clock to play the Bucks. The Kings basketball team, they're in Tallahassee to play Florida State tonight at 9. You also got some baseball action as the Marlins will be taking on the Phillies at 1 o'clock in spring training baseball. And we got a Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao fight scheduled for September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas. I am Dan Day. Now back to the Joe Rose Show here on 104.3 FM WQAM.
All right, welcome back in here on WQAM. Hollywood, Omar Kelly. Donno is with us now. Good morning, Donno. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. I like Omar's U shirt today. I appreciate the love.
Hang on a second. This is Korn, not Limp Bizkit.
Oh, damn it.
You're the same hair as the lead singer of Korn, right?
Jonathan Davis.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Korn's still around, aren't they?
I would watch them in concert.
Except you didn't know who they were.
But I know I like two rock bands, Limp Bizkit and Korn. I just guessed
Limp
the wrong
Bizkit
one.
was recently touring. I don't know if they're still touring. But Dan would probably be the better one to answer that than I would. But anyway, we have Donno with us here, and speaking on about getting on the mic, Donno, we had apparently it was like open mic night at the Improv with Mario Cristobal and Kirby Smart. I want to play this here for everyone just to kick this thing off here. So I guess the order that we should be playing this in is Kirby Smart first, and then Mario with the response. So Dan, do we have this ready to roll here? All right, here's Kirby Smart.
Well, first of all, he was an incredible family, and he was a joy to recruit. We had a great time, had a great relationship. They're fun-loving. Just being back with them tonight, I hadn't got a chance to talk to them in a while, and they were going back and forth about the 50th birthday party he got and the 50th birthday party she got, and it wasn't quite the same. Mama wins out when it comes to that, but we probably sponsored that trip with all the NIL money we spent, so I promise you that's a good, safe bet, but that's all right. They deserve it. Mario's right behind him, and if it had been up to him, he would have paid a lot more NIL money because it came down to us, too, so I don't like you being real close to Mario right now. You know what I'm saying? He's still got another year left. Got to be careful around Mario. Sometimes he'll take your players, if you know what I mean. But, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, I'm just kidding.
It's all right. I was talking to Mario earlier, and he came up to me, and he gave me a Lane Kiffin joke, and he and Lane are very similar in a lot of ways. They're like best friends. And he came up to me, he's like, you ought to start getting on some protein shakes. You've had too many carbs. And I said, well, you probably ought to spend some time with Steve Spurrier because he won more conference championships at Duke than you have in Miami. So Coach Spurrier and him got to visit some.
All right, so that's Kirby Smart. That was actually pretty funny. Yeah. Now, before we get to Mario's response, I think that this should be like mandatory. This should be like the after the playoff thing, where the coaches have to go and like they get like a few minutes, like a rap battle almost.
Yeah, roast each other. Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, like, I can totally tell with everything Kirby said and how he said it. This was like his perfect opportunity to say things that he is totally sincere about, but disguise it like I'm telling jokes. I'm just telling jokes. Don't worry about it.
Same with Mario.
Now I don't know if Mario had this ready to go. Or
if he's just naturally funny,
or if he's just like like a rap battle guy or something. But the competitor
came out, man.
Mario's response was ice cold. Here's what Mario had to say.
I think the rules allow you to have time to rebut. So I didn't know this was like this, but I'm glad it is. I'll tell you what, the first thing is it's a great piece right there to watch what a player like Carson Beck could do with great coaching. You know what I mean? But no, seriously, let's give it up for Kirby Smart. Let's give it up for Kirby Smart. I mean, if it wasn't for all his years of pre-NIL, we wouldn't have NIL right now anyways, right? So,
boom.
But did you reach the podium here? I didn't know.
Did you what?
Robinson family, great seeing you. We leave at 9:30 on the Real Jet. Okay. We have more than one restaurant in Miami as opposed to Athens, but we know we can get to that. But certainly appreciate being here. I know I could go on for a little bit now, you know. But no, you gotta give a guy like Kirby credit. You know, I mean, when you have all that time to sit at home watching us play on TV throughout the playoffs, when you don't take care of business, you know. But congratulations on the SEC and the championship. That's awesome. We were 5-0 against the SEC. I don't know what you were, but man, I'm in enemy territory too. I got a feeling some of you are on Kirby's side. But no, you guys are super professional. I've never felt so welcome in enemy territory, except last year at the Swamp, 41-17. But that was meant for that guy. The Georgia guy. Can we all say screw Georgia? Screw Georgia. There we go.
All right, so Mario Cristobal will be appearing at the Miami Improv as well to do more stand-up. I didn't know Mario had that in him. That was awesome. Malachi took home an award, right, Donno? That was the whole point of
freshman of the year.
Yeah, so he got an award at that thing. But boy, Mario Cristobal, I love it, man. That was actually very fun, and it seemed like all in good taste. I don't think anyone was hurt by that, Donno.
I'm not sure about that. It's felt like Kirby's words like sounded a little sincere, talking about Ellis Robinson, who like whatever it was 3 years ago, both Miami and Georgia recruited him, and like Kirby Smart takes a lot of pride in the idea that Georgia gets players on discounts, that they'll come here for less than they'll go to other places. And I think he's starting to see that advantage slip away a little bit. And I thought Mario slayed him with that line about doing NIL all those years before it was legal. Like I thought that line was tremendous. Because
let's be real, Mario was doing it too.
No, but
Georgia and Bama spots like that were infamous for the
LSU,
McDonald's bags. LSU,
Was not McDonald's bags. It's school book bags.
Was that pre-written though? Was that like prepared though? Because that line about enemy territory and then the swamp.
Yeah,
I mean it was perfection.
The swamp line was
brilliant
too.
Gators caught a stray for no reason right there.
Yes, they did, Jamie. Well, it's because they stink.
Ridiculous.
Mr. Anthony Richardson.
Get your NIL money bill money up.
Did they get their quarterback coming back?
Didn't you lose your quarterback, Jamie?
I don't know. I think
he is going to Baylor. Yeah.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if they were that upset to lose him though.
All right, Donno. I thought that was pretty great stuff from Mario, and he has earned the right. He has earned the right to talk after the Canes went all the way to the national championship.
Let's just continue to back it up, though.
Yep. Well, Donno said it yesterday, and I can see it too, man. There's a good chance that this Hurricanes team could be better than last year's team, and that's the goal, right? You always got to be improving. Donno, they do lose a lot of talent though at the top of this draft, and I didn't get a chance to get your take yesterday, really on where you see some of the top guys going. But let's start with this. All right, we know quarterback has been replaced. That has been handled, obviously. We know the running back room is coming back. We know the receiver room is going to be stacked as well. Where does Miami replace some of the talent on the defensive line that they are going to lose? That would be probably the biggest area that you are going to lose. Two guys at the very top of the draft, right, in Bain and Mesidor. So how do they replace that production there?
Yeah, like they have the talent to replace Bain and Mesidor. It's just I'm not going to pretend it's going to be as good, right? Because Bain was just a generational guy at Miami, and Mesidor was right up there. He had a spectacular season. But like the actual talent, Miami should have a really deep defensive end rotation. They bring Damon Wilson in from Mizzou, who had 9 sacks in the SEC, played really well last year. Marquise Lightfoot is back. could be a starter at the other defensive end spot. He had a really good season last year. He's been working on putting weight on, but he had a really good year last season. Hayden Lowe is someone who, like a year ago at this time or back in fall camp of last year, I thought Lowe had a chance to be maybe the third defensive end last year, but he got hurt right before the season started, tore the ACL, had to miss the whole year. He's coming back. I think physically he's doing well. Just the question will be can he get that same burst and that step back? They've got some other good guys like Herbert Scroggins the third, Armando Blunt. I almost forgot to mention him. He's going to play a lot. Defensive tackle, they should be fine. They got their top guy back from last year, Ahmad Moten. Justin Scott is going to be a third-year guy, probably going to start this year. So it's I worry less about defensive line than offensive line. Again, I'm not saying you automatically can replace Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor, but they've got the depth and they've just got the talent factory there where defensive line should be a strength of the team again after it was a strength of the team last year.
Let's flip it to the offensive line.
Yeah.
Right.
They hadn't the number one offensive recruit coming in, a kid from Minnesota, and I believe he was participating in practice.
Yeah, from Missouri, Jackson Cantwell.
Missouri.
Yeah.
M-State.
So on the offensive line, so the two mainstays that they have back from last year both played on the left side, Matt McCoy and Samson Okunlola, who both had excellent years. They were actually co-left guard starters last year. So I think one of them is going to slide over to left tackle. Probably the other's going to play left guard to keep them on the same side. On the right side, Omar mentioned Jackson Cantwell. He's got to go out there and earn it, but he was the number one recruit in the country, and there's a lot of buzz that he could be the right tackle starter. At center, they might use Ryan Rodriguez, who's had injury troubles, but he's back for his 6th year coming up. A guy like Max Buchanan heading into his 2nd year, I think, can also compete for the starting center job or right guard. Right guard could be Jamal Merriweather, an experienced guy who transferred over from Georgia. Wasn't a starter at Georgia, but he was a top rotational guy over there, so he'll have a chance to play a similar role. So it's just on O-line, it's a lot of new. That's the thing. They lost 4 starters from last year, and so I think any Miami fan should have a certain amount of faith that with a Mario Cristobal, Alex Mirabal coached offensive line, the units, they should be good. It shouldn't be a problem, but they're having to replace so many starters, and they just lose so much consistency that they had for the last couple of years, with most of the same starters there. So it's something to look at with a very new unit. Now, they're going to be protecting a quarterback who's got more mobility than the quarterback that they were protecting last year, which I think can help that group a little bit as well. But, the offensive line is something I look at and say, it's not a sure thing that they're going to be as good as they were the last couple of years.
Well, there's a lot of replacement to make, but the Canes have done a very good job of filling in all the holes. Donno, I did want to get to these draft picks with you and find out where you think these guys could end up. So we'll do that when we come back here. We also got a big basketball game coming up tonight, and the Canes got to try to get over that darn FSU hump, man. FSU has kind of had their number here. Miami coming off a very, very tough loss to Virginia, in which they played exceptionally well. By the way, both teams played well in that game, and the Canes coming up a little bit short there. Some free throws at the end ended up being the clincher there for Virginia, but Miami a good chance to bounce back tonight for our late night ACC After Dark listeners tonight, Donno. 9:00 Eastern start.
Oh, they made that a 9:00 game. I was hoping for 7.
Yeah, and those 9:00 Eastern starts are just they're unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
I agree.
What do they think we are, Donno? 18-year-old college kids who are going to stay up, till 11 o'clock. But we'll get to that game, and we'll get Donno's take on some of the draftable Canes when we come back here on QIM.
Baptist Health South Florida's got something in
All right, welcome back in. This is Limp Bizkit, who Omar thought was Limp Bizkit last segment.
Did Omar think this was Korn?
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, the fact that I know Korn and Limp Bizkit, I should get props.
It's very impressive, actually. This was my first concert ever. A concert that I went to out of my own, free will. Like, I went, my parents took me a few growing up.
Elton John, like, what'd they take you to?
Neil Diamond.
I never saw Elton John. I think we saw The Who once.
Oh, that's a good concert.
Not for them, but not for, I was young.
I think for anybody, The Who is a good concert.
Would Dan Day enjoy seeing The Who?
Yeah, Dan Day would enjoy seeing anyone, dude. I don't think there's anyone that Dan Day wouldn't enjoy seeing.
I'm all in on The Who, yeah. For sure.
Okay,
I don't know if they're alive still.
Best
they just did their last United States tour. They stopped at Emirates Bank Arena.
Okay.
We gave away tickets. You gave away tickets.
Did I?
Great memory.
Yeah, man, my memory's fried. That's not good. What was your question?
Best concert you ever been to, Dan Day?
I want to say I went to a private Incubus show one time that was really, really good. And they sounded so fantastic. That was one of the best. That just strikes me immediately as you ask me.
Wow.
Would I know an Incubus song?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
Wish You Were Here.
Play it for me next break.
We'll play next break coming back. How about you, Omar? Now that you bring up the question.
It would be Watch the Throne, Kanye and Jay-Z. It was here. I actually met Solana at that concert. He was sitting.
Really?
He was sitting in front of me. I think he was a high school kid, and he was like a fanboying me. And I was there with wife number one.
Now he's listening now, I believe. Because he had been texting me before.
It was he will tell you it was probably the greatest concert I've ever seen. They were
why? Because he got to meet you, or because the concert was great?
Because he got to meet Omar.
Because the concert was great. It was visually. Imagine. It's like Jay-Z. It was a joint album that they had done together, which is an amazing album, Watch the Throne. And the whole arena, there's two thrones, and they come up in the air and go down. So each of them would do 30-minute sets. Jay-Z's throne would go up, and then Jay-Z's throne would go down, and then Kanye's throne would go up, and they do their own separate music. And then at the end of the concert, they did the album the album cut to get with the thrones up, and each of the thrones had like screens with like videos playing that matched the music. It was visually incredible.
Sounds okay. I saw Kanye at the Watsco Center.
Yeah,
when I was in high school before he lost his mind.
Yes.
Donno, do you want to weigh in?
Which album? Which album? Hold on, are you putting that in performance?
This was like his first album.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this was before.
I was at that concert. I think it was his second album.
I don't know when it was, but go ahead, Donno.
So I've seen U2 several times, but there was one specific show that I went to in Vegas. It was like, I don't know, for some reason the acoustics were just better. Bono had just a perfect night. It was really incredible. And I took my son, who's an old soul at 7 years old. He loves AC/DC. We went to see an AC/DC show in Tampa last year. And it they're a little older, like they're not in their prime anymore, but my kid had a great time, and it was a great show. The production value was awesome.
Yeah, my son has been to a ton of concerts now because we drag him along. He loves to go. We took him to see Blink-182.
That's awesome.
He dropped his first F-bomb the morning after that concert when he was
it makes sense.
The show to me. We took him to see Coldplay a little while back here. Then they were at the stadium. I will tell you about Vegas, though. We were talking earlier about this ridiculous Mayweather Pacquiao thing. The Sphere is like the coolest place in the world.
I haven't been there yet, but it looks awesome.
It's awesome. You got to check it out, but don't go for, Mayweather Pacquiao. They're both pushing 50. The first fight was terrible. What are we doing, Don? I know you're into the fight stuff, but what are we doing, man?
No, it's reached this point where promoters have found out they can make money by like wheeling out 60-year-olds and having them put on these mockeries of fights. And it's just, I've never been a fan. Like, I know people are going to pay to watch it just because of the names on the banner, but it's like, it doesn't make any sense to do this again at their age. So it's like, if they want to do it, fine. I can't guarantee you I will watch it because it's pathetic. Even when they fought, what was it, like 10 years ago when they fought the first time?
It was 2015.
Even it was 11 years ago, and even then it felt like, yeah, they're too old to be doing this now. Like they should have done this 3-4 years ago. Now you fast forward 11 years. How am I supposed to feel about it?
Well, remember the first time around, Donno, if my memory serves this time here, they were like, there was a back and forth about like a drug testing policy and, this and that. And it was like, they just couldn't get it together. And it took years and years and years. And then finally, it's like, we finally get this thing. Neither of the guys is like really in their prime anymore. Pacquiao says he's got an injury after the fact, after everyone spends all the money to watch it. He go, I fleeced you guys and was hurt. But man, I can't believe I just saw that pop up yesterday. And I'm like, man, we are truly out of ideas. This is like all these movies these days. Everything's a remake now.
Oh, it's crazy. And I think if I heard
a live action remake of a cartoon that like is unnecessary to remake, but here you go.
Disney does like 2 of those a year now. And if I heard Dan Day's update correctly, they're doing the Mayweather Pacquiao is going to be on my birthday. Is it September 19th? You said, Dan?
Is it really?
I guess I gotta go, right? What better way to spend my birthday than to watch a couple senior citizens hit each other?
That's a birthday right there. September 19th, The Sphere, but it's on Netflix, so you got a whole lot to digest right
so I don't even have to pay. Like, I pay for Netflix already, but I don't have to pay, like, an extra pay-per-view to watch this?
No. Now, Donno, I got to tell you this, too. I don't know if your son is into wrestling yet. I don't know if you've reached that point yet. But I tried to watch the Royal Rumble the other day, and you need something called ESPN Unlimited to watch.
Oh my gosh!
What are not?
I think I have that
pay-per-views anymore.
Yeah.
No. You probably don't. I think you have ESPN Plus or like whatever the first ESPN set of services was. This is an additional $30 a month.
Jeez, no, I don't think I
ESPN
have that.
Unlimited, and so like they have a pay-per-view event coming up on Saturday. This Elimination Chamber thing. So if you want to watch that, you have to be subscribed to ESPN Unlimited. So I was asking Omar here. Omar might have a little bit of a connection to I'm against taking these things for free, Donno, but it's just too many paywalls, man. It's just too complicated.
You're not taking it for free. You're paying for it.
I'm just doing it out of convenience at this point.
Yeah, 100%. Like I am not necessarily morally opposed to finding an alternative way to watch these things. I'm just too old to figure it out. Like I'm just like, it's for me to drop the extra $30 is easier than figuring out how to like stream it somewhere. Like I'm just gonna pay for it.
It's just that's a lot of money that the wrestling is going to get from me each year. $300 something bucks a year, $360 a year. So my son can watch.
Well, it's like they actually kind of simplified it for the UFC now because man, I've spent so much money over the years on those pay-per-views, but they have them now. It's on Paramount Plus, which is not a free thing, but I already had Paramount Plus, and so now all the pay-per-views are on a thing I already paid for anyway. So it's like. So the UFC thing got easier for me. And yeah, my kid is into wrestling a little bit. My wife doesn't like when he watches it because he tries all his wrestling moves on everybody in the house. So, he lives vicariously through those guys. But yeah, we're into it a little bit. So we might have to find a way to watch that Elimination Chamber.
Well, wrestling is so much more family friendly these days than it was.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
Now it's on Netflix. It's on ESPN. Like if you watch that Vince McMahon thing, and I do remember those eras when wrestling was like
it was the best. Tough. Yeah,
it was. I mean, it was great, but like it was, you couldn't do it now. We'll just put it that way.
No, and like I look back on those old shows, like the Attitude Era, because I was watching that when I was like in middle school, and I'm like, man, I would not want my son when he's like 14 watching what I used to watch.
And lo and behold, here you are.
I mean, like we turned out like I don't know.
You guys are such failures as fathers. Like, can't keep your kid off the wrestling tit.
Great.
Like you got Donno, you got MMA, you got boxing, but no, he wants to watch wrestling, huh?
No, because he gets bored, and his attention span is, he's a 7-year-old, he's going to be 8 in a few days, but like, so when we watch like actual fighting, he gets kind of bored, right? But Vince McMahon, or I guess he's not in charge anymore, or whoever it is,
staged fighting,
like the stage fighting, like they script it so there's the perfect amount of action to keep a 7-year-old with ADHD entertained, like they have that algorithm directly to his veins.
Did you see what happened last night on Raw? I
No.
can't believe we're doing wrestling. By the way, Joe would have a heart attack if he knew we were doing.
Poor Joe. Joe's flying back here right now to take over the
I
9
hope he is
o'clock
somewhere
hour.
that has no cell service or anything, so nobody can tell him what we're talking about right now, because he would have a literal heart attack if he knew we were talking wrestling.
And you're not kidding either.
I'm not. But somebody got hurt last night, so they had like a playoff match for the Elimination Chamber. They've been going around. Like, we had SmackDown in town on Friday, Donno, at the Amaranth Bank Arena, which I went to. And so last night they had like a match, like the winner goes to the pay-per-view thing on Saturday. And the guy who was supposed to win got hurt. He fell, he jumped, did something, and he hurt his shoulder. And so like the other guy, they had to have the other guy win because the other guy was like, he was too hurt to continue. So I know it's scripted, but still very, very rough on the body.
I know it, because my kid is like jumping off the couch and elbowing me as if he's jumping off a turnbuckle. And the moves hurt when he does them on me.
They do. All right, Donno, I've been waiting to ask you this for 2 days now. Yeah. We got some Canes that are going into the draft here. Some guys that we know are going to be very, very sought after. Ruben Bain being one of those, Maui Noa being another. Where do you see those guys, both of them, ending up in this draft? Is there any possibility they fall out of the top 10?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I would pray for especially CC Maui Noa. I don't think it's going to happen, but if he were to fall to number 11 and the Dolphins have an opportunity to fortify their offensive line with that dude, I mean, Omar,
I'm sorry. I'm coveting Ruben Bain. Sorry,
I will covet. I will covet both. Right? I mean, either one. But don't you feel like? Do you think CC is more likely to fall to 11, Omar, or do you think Bain, because people will scrutinize the arm length? And you know what? Maybe if Sully and Jeff Hafley are smart, they're like telling the other GMs, "Hey guys, I don't know. The arms are too short. I don't know the top 10."
What I love about this process, and you guys know I've been doing this for over a decade. I love the fact that we build these kids up. Ruben Bain was the best thing since sliced bread when we were in the playoffs. National championship game, dominant performance all postseason. But right now, arms too short. Sorry. I really don't know if he can be a double-digit sack guy. I think I'm gonna have to put him at left end, because I'm not sure he can really turn and bend like he needs to be, to be an effective, pass rusher. Is he a franchise player, or is he just an NFL starter right now? Height. Are we really sure he's 6'4", or is he 6'3.5"? And is the weight artificial? Are we loading up with water before we do the official weigh-in? What's that 225-pound lift ratio? Are we at 22, or are we down in the 18?
They scrutinize everything this time.
And he's not working out on the field, so now I can't compare apples to apples. You know what I'm saying? I can't see the physical tools. He's gonna wait till his pro day. Oh man, that's that puts a disservice to the rest of the league, because we can't compare apples to apples. So he might have to drop a couple spots,
Yeah, and that stuff, Omar characterized it perfectly. That always goes on. That when these guys are in college, best thing since sliced bread. As soon as you get to February, there's a lot of holes there. There's a lot of stuff to dissect. But
those
still,
arms,
listen,
those arms are 1 inch shorter than 32.
Yeah,
I don't know if we could do this.
But I mean, in my humble opinion, I think both Bain and Maui Noa, they both should be top 10 picks. So it's like I don't expect either of them to fall to number 11 or beyond, but we always get surprises come April. Like, it only takes a couple of GMs, because not every team is looking to draft the same positions. So it only takes 1 or 2 GMs to pass on a guy who you think is a top 5, player at edge rusher, for him to fall out of the top 10. But I think those guys both look like top 10 picks, and it's really I have so much appreciation for Bain and Maui Noa. They both came in class of 2023 at Miami, and these guys were instrumental in the transformation of Mario Cristobal's grand project at Miami, right? Because Mario's first year, 2022, mostly with, Manny Diaz players. They had a really rough 5-7 season. Then he brings in a top 5 recruiting class, or number 7, maybe, whatever it was, with those guys like Maui Noah, Bain, and Mark Fletcher, who's still at Miami, sort of leading that charge. And they helped turn this program around, right? They helped turn this around. Both Bain and Maui Noah were instant starters. Bain on the defensive end spot and Maui Noah at right tackle was a full 3-year starter. And these guys brought the U back to national relevance. They were 2 big parts of that. And so I'm so appreciative of what they did here. And I think they both look like top 10 picks to me.
Mesidor, I got to ask you about him. Joe is a huge Mesidor guy. Where do you see him ending up?
Yeah, it's like the only knock, the knocks on Mesidor, which are gonna be things that every team is gonna have to think about. He had like significant foot injuries in college. But he got over that. He does wear, I think, like a special fitted cleat for the formerly injured foot. So he got through that, but it's something that affected his career. And he's not like a lot of times you see the guys that are coming out at defensive end, like Ruben Bain is 21 years old, like 21, 22-year-old guys. Akeem Mesidor, I think, is 24, 25 years old, 25, whatever it is. So he's a little bit older already, and he's got the injury history, which that's going to be what teams scrutinize. But in terms of his actual ability, like he's actually more polished when it comes to his techniques than Bain is. I think Bain makes up for some of that with his superhuman strength and explosiveness. Like Mesidor doesn't quite have the force of nature type of traits that Bain has, but I think he's a more polished defensive end. And like Bain, he's also really good against the run. Like both of those guys have the versatility of, they're not just pass rushers, they're really adept at run stopping as well. So like I think all things considered, Akeem Mesidor, may not be a first-round pick because of the knocks that people will have against him. But I think he does.
Injury.
Yeah, exactly. But I think Omar, he does have first-round ability. It's just the question of whether teams see him as a first-rounder because of the other stuff.
With Mesidor, I saw him at Bommarito. I go there to watch guys train to get ready for the NFL Combine. And he was a little bit smaller than I anticipated and expected.
Yeah.
I thought he was a little bit bigger. That's going to be a knock on him. I think he's more of a second day guy, but definitely a player that I'm a fan of. And there's no shame in being a second day guy. While I don't feel like this is a great draft, I'm not quarterback obsessed like everybody else, so I don't really care if a quarterback's in this draft or not. But I just really don't think that this is going to be a draft where you better pick the players that you like. You better identify and find players that you like and pick them, because this draft isn't going to save you as a franchise.
Donno, real quick, any Kane surprises in the draft? Anyone you think could move up?
Keontae Scott, I'm anxious to see where he goes. He was Miami's starting nickel corner this past year, and if you go by the PFF grades, like he was most of the year number 1 graded defensive back in the country, may have finished the year number 2. He had a tremendous year, solid in coverage, really good blitzer, really hard hitter. I think whoever drafts him, I think is going to get a steal. I'm not exactly sure which round, either probably second day, but maybe early third day. I'm going to say probably second day for him. And, someone who I sing the praises of so much. Like, he's not at like a luxury premium position, and he's had some ups and downs. But Inez Cooper, who was Miami's starting right guard for the last 4 years, he is so physical, so strong, and he's also a really good locker room leader. Like, he's just an alpha, and I know when teams interview him, I think they're going to be really impressed with the personality and all the stuff that happens behind the scenes. So I just, I'm sure he's going to be drafted probably somewhere in the third day. I think Inez Cooper, to me, is someone I could see having like a really long career as a starting guard in the NFL, and is, 10 years from now, people will say, man, I can't believe we got this guy in the 5th round or whatever it was where we drafted him. So I look at him as somebody who's going to end up having a really long, probably really good NFL career.
Well, we're going to find out. The draft is almost, 2 months? from today. So we're gonna find out pretty soon. We're gonna come back and we'll wrap things up with Alex Donno. Get a little preview of tonight's Miami and FSU game. We'll see if the Canes can get back on track with this one. FSU's been tough. They have been tough for the Hurricanes, but we'll get that game in tonight at 9:00, a late East Coast start here for two Florida teams. Donno, go figure. We'll talk about that game. We'll wrap things up with Alex Donno when we come back here on QAM.
All right. Hey, man, it's Truck Month at your side.
This is Incubus, by the way.
Oh, okay. So guitar riffs and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, the rock band. Dan, I saw Incubus at the St. Pete Times Forum. It was right after the hurricane had hit. It was like I was a freshman in college up there, and the tickets were like either free or they were like $10 or it's like a hurricane donation or something. And you got to
donate. Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course I donated, but I went, so I got a ticket. Whatever it was, but I just remember seeing them at the Lightning Arena.
Yeah, this doesn't do it for me.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, you want, I know you want Kanye and Jay-Z.
No.
I
want Korn and Limp Bizkit. I want a little bit, you know.
I got you. They do have a lot of that music, by the way. Dan just chose to play one of their more mellow songs.
Come on, Dan.
That's Omar Kelly. I'm Hollywood. Alex Donno is with us for a few more minutes here. Donno, I got to ask you a question. All right, so I was discussing this with Kenny Walker and Omar as well during the break here. We're turning. You're what? Right around 40, right?
Yeah, 41.
Okay, so you've done the whole 40th birthday party thing.
Yeah.
I am doing them now. Do you get people gifts if they have a 40th birthday party? Like if it's like a guy friend of yours, do you get him some sort of present? Like, and if so, like what do you get them?
I've never gotten a present as a grown up. I've never gotten a present for a guy friend on his. I don't think I've done that since I was like in elementary school. And you get the present for
what
the
if they
birthday
throw
party.
a party though?
You're a horrible.
Yeah, I
friend,
mean, you
Donno.
What if
either
they have
like,
a party? That's my problem. Like if they have a party,
You're a horrible friend, Donno. I don't know.
But I don't think I've ever had a friend that's had like a conventional like, oh, there's a table
40th?
with gifts on it party. Like when your buddy turns 40, you take him out to a bar, you buy him a couple rounds of drinks, or you buy him dinner or something.
No, but this is an actual party. Like that's the dilemma.
So do you think when you arrive at the party, there's going to be, because I go to a lot of parties with my son.
Oh yeah, you go to a lot of parties. Yeah,
I go to a lot of 7 and 8 year old parties. So
you mean those parties? Okay, yeah.
Omar, no, I haven't gone to like a real party in 20 years. But no, so you think when you get to your friend's birthday party, there's going to be like a table with gifts on it?
Yes.
That's a great question. I
There
have
is.
absolutely no idea. I would think that there would not be.
And
I would think that there
as a
wouldn't be.
male, the acceptable gift is liquor.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
like I
yeah,
think
no,
Joe got me-
it's a good point.
Joe got me
You
a bottle
bring
of
liquor, you
for
could
my
do that.
birthday,
Yeah, because like when friends of mine, like I did see some friends about a month ago, they had like a small dinner party, and like everybody that showed up, we all brought some kind of liquor or wine over. Like you could do that.
Yeah, that's the thing to do.
So you think I should just carry like a bottle into this?
Absolutely.
Into this restaurant, and, like,
whatever
pass
you know,
that off
whatever.
as a gift.
Yeah, and then take shots under the table. Whatever you guys generally drink when you're together. If he's a tequila man, I'm a tequila man. If he's a Scotch man, you a whiskey guy.
I know, but I feel like that's what everyone's gonna get.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what do
like,
you want to get him a
what,
tie?
like, restock
What do you want to
like,
get? Be creative?
No, but like, are you gonna restock his bar? He's gonna end up with 50 bottles. That happened to me at my birthday. I have like 30 bottles that I'll never make.
And one day you will throw a party and you'll appreciate those 30 bottles.
I had like people got me nice bottles. One of the people, as a joke, got me the Diddy vodka, whatever that stuff's called.
Ciroc.
Yeah, like, he's like, here's a funny joke.
You're not drinking Ciroc? I'll take your Ciroc.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but like, he's
it's
like,
very good actually.
And it was kind of a funny joke because we had all just watched the show or whatever. I guess it was funny, but
you got the liquor of the guy who killed Biggie and Tupac. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
apparently. Amongst other things in that show that he did, which were not very good.
Yes.
But I don't know. I was just curious about that. What you guys thought? So Donno's.
I mean, I don't know. I think Omar's right. Outside of bringing a bottle of something, I don't know what else you would give a 40-year-old man as another 40-year-old man. Like that's all you can really do.
Pre-rolls,
so we
maybe.
Have reached. Great. You guys have been very helpful. Someone did say get them weed. Yeah,
pack of pre-rolls. Yeah, I'm sure you'd appreciate that.
All right.
Some edibles.
Well, this has been no help. Donno, you did help us talk Canes. What are your thoughts really quick on tonight's game? Who do you like tonight? Miami FSU at 9:00 Eastern.
I mean, I'm a little nervous. I like Miami. I don't see Miami losing to FSU twice, but FSU
on the road.
FSU, you're right. They've been very good. I think they've won 6 of their last 7 games, even though they haven't had a good season, but they've had a good last few
500.
weeks. Yeah, and they just upset Clemson the other day, which was a little surprising. So I'm a little nervous about tonight. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about tonight. Miami's favored by 1.5. I just think it's a really important game that Miami. It's kind of a must win because Miami has 2 quote unquote easier games left. This one, which is maybe not that easy, Boston College, which should be easy, but then you still have a couple of tougher games at SMU and against Louisville. And I think Miami needs to probably at least go 2-2 the rest of the way to ensure that they get into the NCAA tournament, right? So
I'm with you, by the way. I'm not a huge fan of that spread. Those low numbers, you would think Miami, with the body of work, would be bigger favorites, but that line is kind of telling you that Vegas may think
FSU's been good recently
shot to win this game outright, which they do. All right, Donno, that'll do it. Thank you for hanging with us, man. Appreciate it.
Good luck with the birthday parties.
Thank you, my friend. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
See ya.
All right, Alex Donno. Check him out, by the way, Locked On Canes podcast, Locked On ACC podcast, the best Canes coverage you can find. We have a very special surprise coming up in the 9 o'clock hour here. Omar has no idea what's coming. It is going to be a complete blindsiding. I'm not going to tell you during the break.
What, did you find Jordan Phillips? What's going on here?
Nope. Maybe even better than that.
Oh, no.
We'll take a pause. The 9 o'clock hour is next on QIM.
Right now,
3733.
You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at DoralKia or DoralKia.com. The Dolphins have hired former Titans general manager John Robinson as the team's senior personnel executive. The Heat, they're in Milwaukee to play tonight at 8 o'clock against the Bucks. Canes basketball team, they're in Tallahassee to face Florida State tonight at 9 o'clock. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao are going to fight September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas. And the Panthers continue practice as they get ready to return from the Olympic break. That is tomorrow, 7 o'clock, Emirates Bank Arena against the Toronto Maple Leafs. I am Dan Day. Now back to the Joe Rose Show here on 104.3 FM WQAM.
Oh, welcome back in here on QAM. Yeah, day on the music today, man. This is the intro song for the Tom and Jerry movie, by the way.
I was about to say, you have no idea what group this is. Yes,
I know this one.
I don't. Who is this?
Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is in the opening of Tom and Jerry. They play the song.
Okay.
You ever seen it? It's good.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
It's good. It's actually good.
With my daughter.
Colin Jost is in it. Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's like they're in a hotel or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We have a very special ambush that's about to take place in a few minutes from now with Omar Kelly. I'm Hollywood Dan Day and Jamie here with us as well. If you are just tuning in, you heard Dan in the update. We got Canes Hoops at 9 o'clock tonight. A little bit of a late start coming up here this evening. Joe will be back with us tomorrow. So we have Joe back with us. The Heat are off tonight. They will be back on what, Thursday, Dan? Am I correct on that? They will be back on Thursday. No, they are. I'm sorry. They are playing tonight. I'm losing track of days. Today is Tuesday, and the Heat are playing tonight at 8 o'clock. They will take on the Bucks. 6.5-point dogs. Jeez. Is anyone still playing for the Bucks, or did they all quit? So we got that going on. The Panthers will be back on Thursday. They were busy partying at 11 last night. If you have not seen the videos yet, they took so what happened was the USA hockey team took a flight back to Miami because everywhere in the Northeast is like covered in snow. They took a double-decker bus around South Beach.
Yeah.
And that ended up at 11. And there's a lot of video surfacing from their appearance at 11 and look very similar to the Panthers celebration.
What was the route of the double-decker bus, by the way?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I was not privy to that information, Omar. It looked like they were just cruising like Ocean Drive or something.
Okay.
So,
all right. And then took it to South Beach. I'm sure they went through Wynwood while on their way to the to 11.
Panthers, by the way, have some work to do. So they got a back-to-back coming up this week, a Thursday, Friday back-to-back. So hopefully the Panthers can get on the right track.
I was offered
here.
tickets to Thursday night's game.
Yeah?
But I can't make it because I've got my daddy-daughter dance.
Okay.
It's a big thing. Highlight of my 2026 season.
I'm glad you turned down the tickets for that. That seems like a very very good thing.
I got to get it.
Oh my goodness.
What is that?
Wow, listen to this. This can only mean one thing.
I have no idea what it means.
This is fight music.
Oh, who am I fighting now? As long as it's not Jordan Phillips, I'm good.
All right, let's bring this music down a little bit, and I think we may have a challenge. Now, I like to consider myself a pretty decent fight promoter, especially when it comes to Omar Kelly.
Yes, you do. You create tons of beefs for
and
me.
Only in America can this happen here.
You look like Don King.
I know. I feel like him right now. Mr. Crowder, good morning.
Hey, fellas, what's going on?
Damn, what's up, Crowder? I was just thinking about you, too. Somebody on the text chain was talking about your bootleg store when you were selling CDs and videos for $50.
Yeah, man, you're around a bunch of millionaires. You gotta know how to make money, baby. Yeah. Oh, I called Danny. You didn't say you will fight. You said you want to fight. It's in your heart. You want to get in the ring.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, if he just wants to fight somebody, hell, we can jump in the ring. We make some money for the Boys and Girls Club, whatever you want.
I'll be down with that. I could. It would motivate me to train. I mean, you got me in the weight. You got me on the weight now. What are you like, 240, 260 now? What's going on?
I'm about 250, but I don't have no wind. You know, it might be some it might be some different things in my bloodstream. We can't have a P test beforehand, but I'll be able to get out there, man. If you really want to just punch somebody, we can punch on each other.
Okay. So here's the deal, though. I'm going to make this officially an exhibition bout, so you can come in at any weight and you can use any performance-enhancing drugs that you'd like.
I was already going to use that. Yeah.
It's an exhibition match.
Does IPAs count as performance enhancers?
You can use anything you want, anything to numb, make you stronger, whatever it is you need to do.
I get on a nice little round of HGH. Help me feel younger.
Yeah, man, I listen to y'all every morning. I ride around me and my youngest son, Chaz, about to go fishing right now.
Is he supposed to be a school, Crowder?
What's that? No. He's a little under the weather, so
That's the type of dad I want. Like, he's a little under the weather. Okay, we going fishing. He needs some sunlight. He needs a little bit of vitamin D.
Yeah. Vitamin D, fresh air, catch a couple peacock bass. He's set to go, man. He'll be ready. So, but yeah, I listen all the day. I laughed. I said, I ain't know like the box. Yeah, I jump in there with it.
Yeah, man.
So I think if we could do this for charity, I think this could be big.
As long as I can get a headgear, I'm good.
There's a lot of no. Crowder.
Come on.
We doing exhibition. No, Danny, we had to be realistic about this. Old needs a flat jacket. He needs a Kevlar vest. He needs headgear. He needs football equipment. Anything he wants to wear, he needs to wear. And I'm walking there with drawers on.
Crowder, I really do think, though, with the amount of people that have venom here for Omar, that this could be a very lucrative opportunity.
I won't mind a check. They all give me a hard time. Joe Rose, we will take a check now. anything to get a check now.
I'm thinking we get like maybe me, Hawk, Solana, like we sit ringside and broadcast the thing, like the commentary team.
That sounds fun. I'm down to do anything that'll motivate me to work out harder. And I haven't. I want to get back into boxing. There's just no boxing gym near me. Just God, dog. When I used to live down here, it was easier. Now I live in Miami Lakes. It's a little challenging.
Oh, you down south? I can hear the Asante Samuel got a gym. I think it's up on Pines though.
Okay,
that's nearby.
Like
Omar will make it.
Asante has a boxing gym.
Pines University. Zont was fighting for a while. So I guess he bought it on one of them gyms up there. So I went over and saw him a couple of times, but just make fun of him for getting hit in the head.
Crowder, how long do you need to train for before you're ready?
Oh, Crowder's about 6 beers. He'd be good.
Don't speak for him. How long do you need?
I just need whatever y'all need to market. I could go tonight.
All right. So I'm thinking maybe the dead of summer might be a good opportunity for us to drum up some interest around this event when nothing else is going on, like in June or July or something.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, okay.
That'll give Omar some time to train though, right?
What's that stuff called with Frank Thomas? She'll like it too.
Oh yeah, Nugenics.
Oh
yeah, I'm gonna give me some Nugenics. I got much, boy. I'm gonna be looking good and making babies.
So let's plan for that. Let's plan.
Yeah.
So
y'all know I do give Crowder. Crowder is responsible for my daughter. You know that, right?
I don't know that, but
you Crowder know. Yeah,
number 2.
Yeah, the number 2. Okay. you got to give it a fresh batch. Yeah, man.
Round 2.
We have
round 2 make babies.
Yes, round 2. There you go.
So is that acceptable? Are those you want to do summer? Okay, I'll do whenever you want, but if that.
Absolutely. I would love before training camp, like July, yeah.
All right. So before Dolphins training camp, Crowder, we will get this all set up here. And we're getting a good reaction so far. A lot of very positive feedback.
I mean, I don't expect to win, but I just need motivation to get myself right.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to reach out to Monroe over at the Hard Rock, and I'm going to see if we can't get actual bets on this thing. Let's see if we can get a real line on this fight. I'm thinking it's got to be right now, today at the opening line. Got to be Crowder minus 300 at least, right?
What is minus 300
means he's the heavy favorite.
Oh, of course, yeah.
We already got people that want to wager.
I don't want to start before the fight, but have you ever fought before?
Yeah, I fought. Not with gloves on, but I fought. Yeah.
But you used to squabble in the yard.
Yeah. I didn't say I won, but I used to squabble in the yard. I used to wrestle in high school, so yeah.
Oh, okay, you wrestled. Oh, but yeah.
No,
I be like when people fight. I'm like, a lot of people. There's really a stat I saw where like over 70% of the world can't punch somebody in the face with all their might because like like natural human preservation, they don't want to hurt another human. And if y'all check my what they call it, Google.
Yeah, your resume.
Bro,
yes, I know you like to punch people in the face. I'm aware. Yeah.
If you Google me, bro, I'm on that 25 side. So I just don't. Like Danny said, we're gonna broadcast, so you better get all your information in early.
Oh, this thing, we're gonna have video. Like we'll have a whole crew out there. We'll make this into a whole thing. We have a space here. We have that.
You do have that space downstairs. That's
we
totally
can actually do it here,
but you can't put a box. It's hard to put up. You can't just put a box.
We would end up using like tape and like So all right, we'll find some place that has a boxing ring, and we actually do need seats because I think we should sell tickets to this.
I didn't know Asante Samuel's got a little gym in Pines. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Crowder, this could be the biggest fight of the year.
I'll hit Zion and get the address for you, brother.
I appreciate that.
Crowder, thank you for doing this, man. This is gonna be the biggest fight of the year. This is bigger than Pacquiao Mayweather too.
Mayweather, just like I told Bud Crawford. Yeah, you run out of money, you gonna fight again.
Come on, he ain't run out of money. He just looking for a nice little $50 million payday.
Just go do some research and see if Floyd got. Yeah, I've heard things, but prize fighters fight for prizes. That's what they do. I was a prize player. I played for prizes.
All right. Well, we're gonna do a lot of work to promote this thing. We will figure out. Somebody just wants to fight Leroy, who just texted in, like a random person wants to fight Leroy for the undercard.
Leroy has a lot of health problems. Don't let Leroy get hit.
Yeah, we should put him against Solana and see who walks out of there alive.
Walks out. They both need medication, nurses. Might be an asthma attack. Solana look like he got asthma. I don't even know if he has asthma, but he looked asthmatic.
Crowder, thanks.
One more thing before we leave. I was listening driving to the bake shop. Grown-ass men don't get grown-ass men birthday gifts. Those are for children.
Come on. Somebody has bought you. Somebody has bought you a bottle, Crowder.
No, I have parties. My wife throws me parties. She threw me a 40 a couple years back. She threw me a 30. Me and my wife been together 17 years. I proactively tell my homeboys, they be like, yeah, see, they just sent me the invite I see this weekend. I'm like, bro, don't bring nothing to this damn party because grown men don't get grown men. There's a for children. And to be honest, let's go a bit further. What did you do on your birthday? Why do you celebrate your birthday? What did you do?
I don't celebrate them anymore.
So you're just anti-birthday.
Yeah.
No, but what did you do? Like, I will celebrate a championship win. I celebrate good grades. I celebrate, my son goes 4 for 5 and hits a home run. We'll go eat and celebrate. Your birthday means that your parents had sex 9 months before that day. That's it. You didn't do nothing but fall out.
I'm still alive, though. I'm still alive. I think there's some effort. There's some effort put into being still alive.
But Crowder, I think you make it worse by telling people not to bring gifts because usually that's the cue to bring gifts.
No, did you celebrate today because you were alive? Tomorrow you're gonna be alive. Next week you're gonna be alive. We don't celebrate every day alive.
Hopefully.
Now it's my birthday that I had no control of, and we're gonna celebrate being here. People make up times to party. Just go party. If you want to go drink and have a good time, man, head to Tipsy's. Have a good time on a Wednesday afternoon.
He's right, though. I do agree with that.
All right. Crowder, I appreciate the advice. And this is people are like really genuinely fired up for this. And we're going to make this happen.
Give me motivation.
We're going to raise a lot of money for charity. This might be like a record-breaking charity event.
Oh, okay.
This could be big.
I'd rather the money go in my pocket, but I'll support.
You have to win to get some of the fight purse. You could bet on yourself. We'll get you a betting line. You can bet on yourself.
How quickly I could go down?
Y'all remember what happened to Apollo Creed?
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
Are we doing that with Omar? Wow.
See, hey, and listen, Crowder. Kevin Burnett wanted to fight me over you because I liked you, and now you over here trying to beat me up. Look, see how things. This is why you don't defend people.
If he dies, he dies. Oh, that's the name of the match. If he dies, he dies.
All right.
I love it. Crowder, thanks, man. We'll talk to you soon, all right? Have a great show today.
Man.
I enjoy the fishing.
I enjoy listening to y'all boys, man. Y'all have a good one.
Right back at you, Crowder. Thanks, man. He is the best. He is so
Absolutely.
funny. I love that we can get this going. I mean, this is really awesome. And no two better personalities to do this. So you guys will promote the hell out of this thing. And by the way, I didn't run this by you. So I don't know if you're pissed. I don't know if you're happy. Like, I have no idea where you are on
I'm
this.
actually excited that he told me Asante Samuels has a gym in Pines because that's not far from me.
Yeah.
I do.
No, I think this will
boxing.
just be an exhibition. I don't think he's going to try to kill you.
Yeah. I'm good. I love boxing.
But it will be an exhibition because, first of all, we obviously can't get it sanctioned. I assume that the company will not offer insurance of any sort for this event.
I'm not even sure they'll be okay with it. But
they probably wouldn't. So it'll have to be outside of the parameters here. We'll figure out all the logistics, but we're going to do this, and it will be an exhibition. So all performance enhancing drugs will be allowed.
Absolutely, getting on them next week,
and there will be no weight classes either.
There will be Crowder powder.
Crowder powder, yes.
That's some good stuff, though.
It is good stuff.
Especially you put it on the barbecue grill. Ooh.
Crowder is big in this fishing thing, man. I know he gets his own fish. He like cooks his own fish. I envy.
Have you ever had a fish straight out the water?
I have never had. Because I don't know how to do that. Now my son went fishing the other day. He was like at a party or something, and they had a dock, and he caught a fish, but they threw it back in.
Oh yeah, we went deep sea fishing one time, caught some mahi. It's very. You got to do that one time in your life.
I would love to. We had conch. Now I know you like. I don't know if you like that.
It's
or
okay.
Not. Did you
it's
tell
all
me
right.
You like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were like on the boat.
Come on,
and they got it. And like I was
Yeah.
like, scooping, gave me a piece. It was okay. It tasted like salt water.
Yeah. It's but no, deep sea fishing. It's bloody. Like you don't know fish have blood. Oh, they got blood.
Well, I would assume they do.
Yeah, but when I'm talking about things, it's like blood all over you when you catch it.
Bloodbath.
And yeah, it's a bloodbath.
You could do that before the fight. Why don't you just bring a fish into the ring and you just blood everywhere? Just really make a whole scene.
You stab it and get it up onto the boat and
Cap for Life says you got to chase the chicken, like in Rocky.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll do a train. We need like
video.
a training montage for Omar. He can chase the chicken around and finally catch it, and then he's ready for.
We got to find a staircase that's big, that's tall enough.
We got to get you a shirt that says
montage.
"Win Omar Win," like you know how they have like the shirt in Rocky 2 or "Win Rocky Win."
Okay,
there we go.
You're way more creative about this thing than me. I'm just looking for a reason to go to the gym 4 times a week.
Crowder texted me yesterday when we were talking. You were talking about fighting some of the listeners.
Who did I want to fight?
I don't know. People that have like these profiles with no actual picture of themselves, and they were saying mean stuff, and you were like, I want to challenge them to a fight, a boxing match. And Crowder heard this because he listens, this time of the morning. He heard that and was like, he texted me and he was like, I'll fight Omar. And so I wrote back to him and I said, this would be great. I said, I'm going to ambush him with it tomorrow. And then I talked to him last night and I was like, hey, do you think you maybe could call in and just really blindside the dude? And,
you did blindside me.
And so we did.
I thought it was Solana, like talking about.
I don't think Solana wants any part of any physical activity.
Yeah.
He's going to be safe in the broadcast booth with me. Me and Solana, maybe Hawk will broadcast. We'll call the thing. We need like someone's got to be like the Jim Lampley of the thing, right? He's the guy that yells, right? That does the scorecard.
Who's
the guy that does the scorecard? And he's like, Jim, I got a 10-9. Like that guy, whatever that guy's name is.
Dan Day would know.
I haven't watched a serious boxing match in a while here. But anyway, we will make that happen. We'll sell tickets somehow.
We need ring girls.
It's true.
We need at least 4.
Maybe Jamie and Dan can be the ring girls. They can walk around with
I'm
cards.
going to reject that. Sir.
No, I was going to train Crowder. I was just going to keep handing him IPAs, like get in between rounds.
So you're going to be in Crowder's corner?
Yeah, I'm his corner guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little offended
now,
here,
I can't.
Dan.
Well, I would be in Omar's corner, but the problem is I have to remain neutral as the main promoter of the fight. So. Although that's not true, right? Doesn't Oscar De La Hoya, he's got his guys, right?
Don King was promoting Mike Tyson fights.
All right, so I'm going to be your guy.
All right, I was like,
guy.
There's nobody in my corner. I'm going to have to have Joe in my corner or something here.
I'm in Omar's corner.
Right.
Joe will be the ring announcer. Joe will be like the buffer of the event. We got to take a pause. We'll be back on QAM after this.
Right now, though, I want to tell you about Atlantic Men's Clinic.
right, welcome back in here on QAM as we try to compose ourselves here after a very tense segment with Channing Crowder. I'm going to bring in my ringside announcer, Alex Solana, of course, from our afternoon program here on WQAM. He handles all the Heat stuff as well, pre, post, and everything there. Solana, the fight is set. We don't have a date yet.
Then it's not set.
But we were thinking, now my thought was that this would be a really good event to have like in the dead of summer, like maybe June, July, when there's just nothing else going on to distract anyone from anything other than what will probably be the biggest boxing match to take place in the city of Miami ever.
There's no chance. I think we've had a one of those brothers fight here, didn't we?
Yeah, we had Jake Paul here. This is much bigger than anything Jake Paul could do. By the way, good morning, Solana. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm not kidding you. I saw some report yesterday. Hawk mentioned it that Pacquiao and Mayweather are gonna fight again or whatever. Like, I'm so sick of that stuff. I swear I'd rather watch Omar versus Crowder than Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Part 2, which is just gonna be a total money grab. Here's the thing, though, Hollywood. It has to be in the summer because both of these bums need some training time. Let's be honest. Both of you bums. Omar,
yes.
I love you and I have faith in you, and I would love, for my own selfish purposes, if you knocked Crowder out, I would have something over Crowder he might have to quit. Honestly, I would bust his balls so bad. So I'm rooting for you. I'm not betting on you, but I am rooting for you. But the last competitive thing I saw you do outside of push-ups in between games,
don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
This would erase the whole thing, though. He would be able to officially, if he knocks out Crowder, he could move on from losing the race to me.
Right. And I have no ground to stand on because I raced Crowder in a 40 and I pulled my groin in my left leg and my hamstring in my right leg. So I can't even talk, Omar, but you fell flat on your face. You got to train, man.
I nearly fell. I did not fall to the ground. I recovered. But yes, the turf
would have been like, if it was college football, you would have been down by contact. Like, you would have been down. So, all right. So, like, the ball would have been spotted right there, Omar. You were down. The knee was down.
Hollywood. I mean, are we setting up like a prelim match? I mean, you and I could jump in the ring, spar a little bit, and then call the fight. The main event.
Well,
yeah.
Crowder did think that would be a very bad idea, especially for you to take part in the event. I think you and I are better suited for the broadcast table.
Okay.
As we have a long history of injuries.
I think everybody in QM, every show should get in the game because this is just, it's fun. For me, I just need motive. I just need reason to train. I just need reason to get in there and go.
Well, the good news is they're both younger than Pacquiao and Mayweather, so that's the good news at least.
That's true. That's true.
Crowder ended his call by saying that this was essentially going to be like Rocky IV with Apollo, and Omar will be the Apollo, and if he dies, he dies. There's basically what we left with. So. There's a lot of very fierce competition here.
Omar, I didn't hear the conversation initially. So I'm playing catch up here. You think you can beat Crowder? Like,
no.
Okay.
No. What happened was Omar. Someone was talking crap to Omar yesterday on the YouTube stream and feed, and I had mentioned it to him, and Omar challenged the guy to a fight. He just went from like 0 to 100.
Probably,
instead of responding to this person, let's just take this to the ring. And Crowder heard that. And so Crowder texted me immediately and was like, I will fight Omar. Now, there's no beef. Like, they don't hate each other or anything like that.
Not at all.
No, there's no beef. So this will be just a sportsman's competition here.
Right.
But
I respect Omar. Omar, I genuinely respect the fact that you didn't go looking for a fight, but you're not backing down from one either. I love that.
Not at all. Yeah.
Now, I actually do feel somewhat bad right now because I really, truly ambushed Omar with this. Like, I didn't tell him that this was going to happen. And Crowder just called, like the previous segment just called, and Omar had no clue this was coming. This is, by the way, not made up. I did not tell Omar that this was going to happen, partially because I wasn't 100% sure Crowder would call. So I didn't want to bring it up and like have him not call. So that would have really hurt the promotion. But he not only did he call, but he delivered. And this thing, we're going to make this happen one way or another here.
What are the rules, Hollywood? Before you let me go, what are the rules here? Are we doing cage match? Are we doing
Well, so here's the deal, Solana. All right, so Solana's breaking up a little here, but Solana, this is the deal. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this an exhibition match, because if it's an exhibition match, they can come in at whatever weight they want. That's one thing. And I have also said that there will be no official testing for PEDs or any other substances, so they can use whatever they want to get ready for the fight. And it will be an exhibition, so they can come in at any weight that they want. So Omar's loosening up right now. I think we officially lost Solana. His screen just went to black. He is so excited for this thing he couldn't even contain himself. But we're gonna take a quick pause here. This 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah, it picked up.
Just took off. Yeah. It took
First
off.
I got the Dolphins challenge, then I got I think July is a great day.
That will be a great day. The DCC is coming up this weekend. That, by the way, is a much better cause than your fight.
Is it this weekend?
Yes, it is. It is. This
Damn,
weekend.
I should know that, huh?
Snuck up on you. It is snuck up on you.
That's Saturday.
Omar's got a team, so you can donate that way. You can just go out there and hang. That's what I've done. My son runs in the 5K, but I just go out there and hang and just eat the food, because that's more up my alley. But you can get a ticket, go out there and enjoy the event. It's a great charity event that the Dolphins put on. I know Joe will talk more about it when he comes back. Starting up tomorrow, but we do have to take a pause. Tobin and Leroy are coming up momentarily here, and we'll get to some of your texts here. People already asking about tickets. The tickets, so here's the deal. I got to imagine like the ringside seats will be quite expensive, but the money will go to charity, right? So like we can't have the tickets be cheap. Like this has to be like a real, like when Jake Paul was here. Like the get-in price was like $500. Now I'm not saying it's got to be that.
No, you got to be.
But we got to charge a premium here to see this fight up close.
First, you got to find out like a venue. Like
I'm leaning towards the Kaseya Center, but I don't know that we can fill it entirely.
That's ridiculous. Come on. No.
The question is, can we get 20,000 people?
We cannot get 20,000
Crowder
people.
fight Omar.
Absolutely not. There are not 20,000 people.
Who did Jake Paul even fight down here? Do you even remember?
Nope.
I have no idea who he fought.
But he's Jake Paul.
You guys remember?
Wasn't he supposed to fight someone, and then that guy backed out?
And that's right.
He fought the next guy or something.
Yeah, he was the first guy he was supposed to fight. Got in a fight with a stripper or something, and so he couldn't fight. Which I think happened down here. I don't remember who he went up against.
Man,
that wasn't the Joshua fight.
It's not important. It's not important. The whole point is, I don't know if we can get 500 people there, so 20,000 is a little bit unrealistic.
So we're going to shoot for the stars, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Okay. But
maybe we could enlist Joe's good friend to be a ring girl. Maybe.
Who's Joe's? Good friend?
That's right, Bill Belichick's girlfriend. We'll be back on QAM after this.
Text WQAM on the Kendall Toyota text line at 30.
All right, welcome back in here on QAM. We have Tobin with us here, who is our most knowledgeable boxing person at the station, and he is going to help us discuss our upcoming event. Now, we have downgraded. We've moved from the Kaseya Center to the Watsco Center, so we're looking at maybe a smaller venue perhaps now. But Tobin, the rules of the fight are essentially there are no rules. It's an exhibition. So there's no weight. So Crowder said he was like 250. He can come in whatever he wants. And there will also be no drug testing. So they can take whatever they want leading up to the fight.
You keep harping on this like it's a big deal. Like if I want to take HGH, I take HGH.
Well, yeah, if it's not sanctioned, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
So what would you set the odds at early? I said Crowder minus 300, but you know more about boxing, a ton more than I do. What would you set the odds of this fight at?
How many rounds?
Any of them swing up?
How many like?
We could do 4.
Let's say it's a
4-round fight.
Or 2-minute rounds?
No, 15 rounds.
No, you cannot do like what?
They're gonna
like
die.
you clearly never like boxed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's too much.
Well, obviously he didn't hear Crowder. Crowder said if he dies, he dies.
If
So
you've done anything to where you pushed your heart,
me?
yeah.
No, I'm gonna sit ringside and watch.
No, he's
I'm
the
not
Don.
getting
He's
involved
the
in that.
athletic.
He's
I'm the promoter.
He's the
Leroy.
Don King of all of
Yeah.
this.
I wrestled in high school. That is the longest 6 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
It's crazy
I think
ridiculous.
if you keep it to 3 minutes, look, Omar. Like I'm just gonna go based on the fact that Crowder is ginormous. I feel like at the worst, he's gonna be able to push you off and be able to stick a jab for a little bit. Now,
Absolutely.
I will say,
yeah,
he's banged up. You know, he's had the ankle
As
injuries.
am I.
No, but Crowder's really banged up.
If you could train yourself to maneuver around the ring, a la Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua a little bit.
I can't believe he said that I was banged up. It break both my ankles.
Oh man, it's crazy.
He did. Crowder broke both of his ankles at once.
Yeah, last time I saw Crowder in person, he was in a wheelchair. Not that I'm thinking about it. I'm feeling a little confident right now.
How much time are you going to give yourself to train for this?
We said July, so yeah.
That's a full camp.
Yeah, that's full camp. I got that.
Crowder just said
yeah. 24/7.
Crowder just sent me, it says 0.5 rounds, but I think I was saying half round or 5 rounds. Well, let's go with 5 rounds. That seems 5 rounds.
I don't think
fair.
that's too much.
You get 4.
Have I?
He's never punched for 30
I used
seconds.
to do those like what a Taibo type, whatever those classes were when I was in my prime or whatever.
If you punch for like a minute and then you realize, I got 2 more minutes.
Yeah, I think if you guys do 3, I think 3 is the most you could do, and that's only just to get to a decision.
We have to sell tickets.
Well, that is a problem. You have to put it on with a card. Like you're not gonna, unless it's just
right.
Everyone's gonna gather and you guys are gonna spar for funsies, and people are gonna tune in for the stream. Like that, it is probably the more prudent way. I don't think your guys, respectfully, it's a big star power with you guys in town, but you're gonna have to get other fights because. It could look ugly, and I don't know how that's going to look for everybody else wanting to pay for tickets. But if you just streamed it, I think everybody would be like, all right, well, whatever. We just tuned in. We had a good time, and that was that.
Now, this is where you come in, Tobin,
Yep.
because I feel like you do know people in the boxing community.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe you can help us build a card. Now, I've been the Don King of this main event. Now, I don't know that I can really arrange any. I think there's to me, there's no other sexy matchups here that I can create. With the QAM
I'm just
staff.
saying a QAM undercard. I think that's a pretty.
Know who else would be good?
I mean,
for that I know everyone wants to fight Solana because he's brittle. But yes, you are.
You've had every injury.
I've had all the injuries.
Yeah, but Solana never played. And he's had all the injuries, so he's an injury concern. But I think maybe you could help, and if you could think of anything that would be appetizing for an undercard.
Look, we could definitely. I'm sure I could find some local fighters who wanted to be on a card. If you just wanted to build up to that, I'm sure we could find some people. The thing I'm most concerned with is where are you guys going to train for this? Because
that's their problem.
Well,
that's their problem.
You need to find the
Solana already agreed that he would train Crowder. I assume Hawk will help.
Oh my god!
And I'm going to help train Omar.
He's going to train.
You're not going to train me.
The brittle will train the brittle. Yes. This is not. Listen, this is not a major like athletic clash here. Like this is going to be.
Just want to know.
Listen, as non-athletic as you think this is going to be, you need to have some type of training in you.
Oh, absolutely.
To be able to survive. Because I'm telling you, you punch for more than a minute and a half, you're exhausted.
Yes.
Crowder just said no funsies early finish. So Crowder is calling for a knockout.
All right.
Wow.
Well, if he's,
I mean, and all I got, I'm not going to talk strategy right now, but all I got to do is take him into the later rounds.
Well, that's. Well, this is the thing I worry about, Omar. Is like I always wonder with professional athletes. Certainly there's an age that you have to worry about, but these guys can tap into.
Absolutely.
Struggles they can get into. Yeah, and I worry about once you get past that first flurry of feeling good and then feeling the pain of exhaustion.
Absolutely. No question.
I worry about you wilting because Crowder's just going to, just athlete you.
Yeah, he's got 50 pounds on me.
So,
but Omar's got heart, man. Omar's going to dig deep.
That's cruel.
Omar's like the Rocky of this thing. He's going to dig deep.
Push yourself past exhaustion. And Crowder will get exhausted and then know what it feels like to fight through.
Rope-a-dope.
So you're saying Omar will just tap essentially?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he's been to a place.
I just want to use it to train, to actually motivate me to train.
He's been to a place that I'm sure Omar hasn't, to where you're exhausted to where you can barely see and you fight through it.
But Crowder will not train. That's the other thing. Crowder just told me he's going to be training at the Funky Buddha Brewery. So he will not train for this. Omar will actually train.
The last time
my fighter will be ready.
He didn't train and he tried to do the splits.
Didn't work for Simone Biles when he tried to do that.
Yeah.
My fighter will be ready, and we're going to have a strategy. I kind of think this has got to be like the Rocky 3 strategy where Rocky fights Clubber Lang the second time, where he's kind of fast on his feet and he's moving around the ring. Yeah, he's moving around fast.
I'm going to confess I haven't seen any of the Rockies, nor the other ones.
That might be our first part of our training. But he'll take some punishment early, and then Crowder will get tired, and then he'll finish Crowder.
You know what hurts more than people will admit? A body blow.
Oh, yeah.
A punch in the stomach.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. You'll squeal like a little baby. I'm just telling you. You ain't got to hit. People want to, you see the amateur boxers, they always want to hit people in the head.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the head.
No, body shots.
Yeah. If you hit him in the body shot, his head will fall right to your fist.
We got to get to your guys' show here, but thank you for helping us promote and build this tremendous event. I'm going to get this out of the way, by the way. I am not fighting Joe or Bo Camper. They are both pushing 70, so I am not going to do that.
Bo, you and Bo Camper, that might be a good little match right there.
No, I would just let him beat the crap out of me because I would feel so bad hitting him.
I don't think you have to let him beat the crap out of you. I think he just beat the crap out of you.
All right. Joe is back tomorrow. These guys, Tobin and Leroy, are coming up next on QAM.
WQAM, broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass